Oh wait, do we get extra of those special automatic progression things?
Yes, we get a deflection bonus.
Boy, I need to find those.
Yeah.
I think I have the other stuff accounted for, but just a reminder to other people, the automatic bonus progression. Oh, I don't have it included? Interesting. Ruh-roh. Wait, does my bat get automatic bonus progression too?
Your what?
Bruce the bat?
No.
Because he's a familiar. He doesn't level up, is that right?
He's not a player
correct.
character. Familiars have their own table.
Okay, I'll have to look at that. Damn it. Okay, I do have a couple things to finish up.
I'm streaming now.
So we left our heroes. You had made it to London, and I believe you were in search of some mysterious magic school or something or other.
Right.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't even know what's in this city. Might not even be here.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's pretty vague.
Mhm.
Do we know what city we're in?
Yeah,
London, I
London?
you
think.
know you're in London.
Okay.
Yeah,
You tried to come here.
intentionally.
Do you know where the Mages College is? Or Wizard Magic School place?
We hope it's in London. It's about
You know
all we
it's
know.
in some big city in England somewhere, and you're hoping it's in London.
It's the only city I know about.
Seems
in
sensible.
London, or in England. Yeah. So, well, I've heard of that city. We'll go there.
Flawless
Yeah,
logic.
sure. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, anywhere but where we were.
Only half joking.
It's the only city I know in England, so there we go.
At least I have the reassurance that if I die, I'll just end up in that hospital alive again. Or maybe this is what death is like. Maybe we're dead.
Maybe you are dead.
Ray is having philosophical moments. Well, here we are.
Yeah, let's see. I don't know how we should go about trying to find a magic school.
Yeah, me neither. I can certainly ask around, though.
You can try asking around, although it's
I didn't put points in diplomacy, because I was told diplomacy don't do much, but, I can try. I'll have to manually roll, though.
I try to talk about, I don't know, I try to gather information on any prestigious schools within the area.
Yeah, like fancy.
You have to be careful too,
people.
because you can't just go around asking people about.
Well, that's
the
why I said I'm
magic
not talking
Oh,
about
the
magic
magic,
school.
right.
I'm
yeah.
talking about prestigious schools.
Right.
Unique schools
You think
or
the
crazy things going on in this town.
magic school might be a subpart of a different prestigious school?
We're in a world
Who
not
knows?
of magics, as far as we're aware. So the word magic might throw people
maybe
off.
it's
Right. I guess within our group, I think we obviously know that magic exists and is a thing because we do it.
Yeah.
Whether the party, maybe everyone in the party thinks that they're crazy though, and it's not actually happening.
Yeah,
That
I
could be.
don't
But
do
I know
magic.
that
I
Jacob
think maybe we're dead.
definitely knows that he can channel spirits through himself.
No, this is
Call it what
definitely
you want.
what death is like. You gain magical powers and you get to continue living, apparently.
You're dead. You think you're dead?
Yeah.
I don't
You're
think
dead
I'm
too.
dead.
You
No,
died.
I don't think so.
You've told me you died. A couple of times, actually.
Well, that's.
He's like,
that's
well, yeah,
true.
but that didn't
I mean,
count.
we did die in fire, but then we came back to life, right? I feel alive.
Yeah, this just could be like what death is like.
I guess that's true. I never considered that, but that means all these other people are dead too.
Maybe. You ever seen that
I
show?
asked a
Oh,
random
no.
stranger on the street,
Wrong timeline.
"Are you dead?"
No, and they start walking away from you fairly quickly.
I start walking away from
So
you.
I'm like,
fairly
"TT,
quickly.
I don't think we're dead. It doesn't make sense. Like, how would everyone here be dead but not know they're dead? But us. That doesn't make
You
sense.
don't know you're dead.
Well, I don't think I'm dead. I know I died, but I think I came back to life. I think this is life. This seems like the real world. I always imagine death different. Anyways, we can continue this philosophical debate on life and death later.
No.
We need to figure out what's
in the
going
middle
on.
of the London streets. Now.
Yeah, in the middle of the
It
London
just seems
street.
seems like we went back in time. So we need to talk to people who know about time
Wait, are we in the
manipulation.
time frame where they're still like pouring their poop and pee out their windows, or is that a different time?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
well, sort of. There are sewers in London.
Yeah. Believe it or not, people, sewers are a rather recent invention.
Yep.
Gross. Anyways, okay. Well, yeah.
So yeah, some people pour their poop and pee out
Okay,
the
watch
window.
out for
Some
the
people
windows,
have
then.
plumbing.
Yeah, just don't walk near windows.
Keep an eye up.
Yeah.
It depends on how fancy the stuff
The
is
neighborhood.
nearby.
Yeah.
Well, we're probably gonna walk in some nicer areas, trying to find a college or school or something.
Yeah, I would imagine so. But we might get more information from the scummy people. Just saying.
Could be.
The person you're asking is tells you about King's College. It's a relatively new college that King George IV established.
Ooh. Okay.
And they're wondering why Liam wants to know. He seems a little bit old to go to
Do
school.
I know who King George is?
obviously he wants his son to go to school. Come on
Is he
now.
like a good guy
Yeah.
or a not so good guy?
I don't know. I guess I'm not probably there specifically asking him though.
Oh yeah,
him.
we
Tells
might
him
not
like
be
over his
all
shoulder.
too
I
exactly
mean,
together.
old to go to school.
Oh, okay.
he was the king.
That's a good answer too.
That oversaw one of the wars against the elves, and as part of the peace treaty negotiated the colony's separation from
That's totally the guy. That's the
the
place.
British Empire.
Yeah, anybody who's making friends with elves knows magic. That's what Rhea thinks.
And he passed away about 20 years ago.
Oh, okay. When was the school made? 100 years? 20 years? When was it?
No, it was like 30 years ago. A little over 35 years.
Okay,
so it's
he was still
relatively
alive
new.
when it was
I
made.
marked it
Okay.
on your map.
All right, then. Cool.
Maybe I should mark that in an easier to see color.
No, pink is easy to see. Anything in the red, pink hue.
There, that's pinker.
Pinker. That's fuchsia.
Yeah, pinker.
Let me scroll over so those in the stream can see. There we go. Pink square. Oh shit, I don't even have that open. Alright, yeah, so I mean, it's worth going and at least looking at it. If it's like heavily gated, that's probably definitely the place.
Seems pretty reasonable.
Yeah, works for me.
Does anyone want to check out any stores on our way there? Rob any houses? No? Okay.
Yeah, no. I mean, we have our clothes and stuff. We need to find out about this
I mean,
as soon
you
as
stole a
possible.
boat. It's not outside of the realm of possibilities.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm not saying I have anything morally against it. I'm just saying, like, we came here for a reason. Let's do it before time loops itself again or something.
Well, as far as I'm aware, it only loops when I die.
That's true. Before we die and the time loops again.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, maybe this is just what death
Yeah.
is like.
Okay, so maybe we're not in as much of a rush, but I want to figure out as much as I can about this as soon as I can, because it's weird. I need to get to the bottom of this, like, am I dead?
Now you're wondering. See, she's got that in your
Like,
mind
Bruce,
now.
Bruce is here. Did Bruce die too?
Oh, shit.
Bruce makes supersonic sounds that you cannot hear.
No, actually, well, if I'm leveled up, I can hear him. He can talk to me.
Well, he doesn't talk. It's an empathic link. Empathic.
No, there is.
No,
speak
he
with
might
Talk to me
actually
as
intelligence.
if a familiar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the
Like,
familiar thing he
speak
has,
with
he might let him-
master at 5th level.
Oh.
So he can actually talk
What's
to
his
me.
intelligence mod?
Okay, so based on the familiar table, right? I'm 5th level, so he has 8 int and can speak with master.
Oh, that means he can take a
Okay.
language.
Means he's smarter than Connell.
Okay. I mean,
He at least understands the language. He can't
I guess.
necessarily speak
Oh
it.
no, your husband's being outdone by a
By a bat, yeah.
by a bat.
That.
The truth hurts.
Wow.
So anywho,
How smart is Connell?
He's got 7 intelligence, so yeah.
Okay,
Not
he
easily.
wasn't the brightest tool in the shed.
I mean, it's just as a phantom, he was much smarter when he was alive. But
Oh, that's what you want me to believe. I see.
yeah,
Wait.
don't worry about it.
Okay.
Anyway, Bruce isn't real good at remembering things.
That tiny little
Okay.
brain.
It happened more than 2 days ago.
fair enough, fair enough.
Alright. Well,
So you make your way over to King's College,
yeah.
and the main building is like this big, like ornate sort of structure. It looks a lot like sort of palace, like what you might see at Versailles or something.
Is it gated? Is it closed? Do I feel like I can just walk in?
It's not gated per se.
Hmm. Does this place look right to you guys? I'm not really sure what you're looking for.
Seems like a prestigious school.
Wait,
There's
is
nowhere
that
that
one
looks
of
good
the?
entrance.
And you see lots of people with lots of young men with big top hats coming and going out of what looks to be a main entrance.
Hmm.
Well, it seems like we should go there then. I mean, maybe we're a little underdressed. Is that the gist I'm feeling when I look at it?
Yeah, you might get that impression if you're trying to fit in.
It never stopped me before though, so I'm okay with it.
Hmm.
I've always been, not good enough for people, including my own parents who kicked me out.
Does that mean we should kick you
Okay.
out?
I
There's
hope
a
not.
picture of the main building.
Is that just
You're the
a
only ones who are
sign
as crazy as me.
so you can only get along with crazy people?
Oh, that link didn't quite work out.
You just have to copy pasta the whole thing, I think.
I did copy pasta the whole thing.
Sorry, I just have to copy pasta the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice school. Yeah, lots of fancy people there. I'm sure we'll stand out like a sore thumb. I got my t-shirt and whatever people wore back then, like casual clothes.
Oh, I didn't like the apostrophe. Lol.
Yeah, I didn't like the apostrophe. Maybe I can copy the link image.
Hey, that
There you
looks
go.
like my Sims house I was talking about. But smaller.
Great.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm definitely not wearing anything respectable for that place. Actually, I'm not sure what she's wearing at all.
Mm.
And I mean, the clothes that I was in before they locked me up, they're probably worn out clothes.
Did we get Chukriev's first name?
I don't know, did you?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
I didn't write anything down.
I think his point is that if you didn't write it down, then you didn't.
But no, but I'm asking anybody else. Does anybody else remember
Oh,
getting his name?
I don't remember. It's probably Igor. We should just go with that.
That was his assistant's name.
Dang it.
He named his assistant after himself. He seemed like the type that had a
Obviously.
pretty big ego that he might do that. Alright, I think my
So,
character sheets should be
You're
all
just
updated
standing
now on
around and
Roll20.
gawking outside, and some of what you can assume to be students come up and are like, American tourists these days, they have no idea how to dress correctly. And they sort of sneer at you and walk by.
Oh, Rhea sneers at them,
At who?
and if she gets a chance, she might even like stick her foot out to try to trip one. Not like in per.
Oh no.
Not obviously, just
go-
not so.
Go ahead and
obvious.
roll me a CMB.
Sure, he's flat-footed. I'll get him, guy.
I don't know.
Hey, I'm getting the surprise on him. Hiya. Okay, probably not.
Like, you put your foot out to try and trip him, and he sort of looks at you, and he makes an obvious effort to go over the foot that you put out to trip him.
Yeah, well, at least the point
Like
was
a
made.
Ministry of Silly Walks sort of thing. And he scowls.
Alright, no casualties today, at least yet.
Hmm.
And they
Well,
walk off.
I say that if we're gonna ask this place anything, it's if they know or knew of that Dr. Chukriev.
They were rude to us. Did you just not hear them?
Yeah, it's a long shot, but sure. Gotta start somewhere. Say, like, I think the thing I'm struggling with, I'm sure everyone else is too, is how do we ask about a special mage place when no one knows
Well, that's
about
what I was
magic?
suggesting, is that
Yeah, we asked
I
about
said
the
we
doctor.
ask about Chukriev because he
Yeah.
was part of this school, and if they know him, then that gives us an
Wait, he was
idea
part
that
of
this
this
might be the
school?
place.
No.
No, the magic school.
He was part of
he's
a
part of magic
school.
school. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if we need to like go to a library or something. But we can start here. Like, seems like a pretty big, shot in the dark. So let's just go to the biggest city and go to the biggest school.
Well, that's what I
and
was trying to say last
find out
session.
if they know about this guy.
But yeah, we had no other plan.
I think getting here is a good plan. So let's
Sans any kind
let's-
of magical divination,
Yeah.
I don't see how else we would find.
Yeah, I think we need to ask a lot of questions and hope to get lucky.
All right, I gotta go make a phone call.
Or
I'll
just
be
the
back
right
shortly.
question.
Okay, so we'll you want to go in and ask if they have any Dr. Chukriev on file? And we could just pretend like we're students and be like, hey, can you tell me where Dr. Chukriev's office is or something, and see if they know who he is? That way we don't seem too crazy, more crazy than we already are.
Well, I think it'd be easiest if we all don't crowd the school, so are there any volunteers to go in and ask the administration?
Jacob sighs, because he's probably the one that looks most like a school kid. So he figures it's going to be on him. We definitely can't send the old man.
I'm not old.
Maybe Trasa would be interested.
Interested in what now?
Pretending to be a school kid and inquire about Dr. Chukriev.
No, I would not be interested in pretending to be a school kid.
Okay, Jacob sighs again. Says, fine, I'll do it. And does anyone want to go with me? I guess no one. Yeah, maybe Jane would want to. I don't know.
If you're looking for support, then sure, I'll go with you.
Well, you're an old man. You're gonna stand out. I need
I'm not
someone
an old
young.
man. I just look like one. I can pose as your
Yeah, well,
grandfather.
that's what the school people are gonna see. They're gonna think you're like my grandpa or something. Why would you be with me?
All right, I'm back.
Rhea, do you want to pretend to be a school kid with me and go inquire about Dr. Chukriev?
You want me to act like one of these snobs?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you really think that's gonna work?
I think we don't have a better plan.
If you're going to do so, you might want to go buy a change of clothes.
No.
Yeah, so
I
we
don't.
probably think it'd be better to do that. Just looking around. So let's go to a closed place and do that. Unless you'd rather just like go to a library and try and look this guy up.
How about you
I
go?
mean, he's a doctor. Surely there's records.
We can go to a library too. But if you want to go talk to them, I can help you understand people who might try to talk to you in weird words.
I speak English fine, thanks.
Yeah, but what if they
What
start
else
talking
are
behind
people
your
gonna say?
back in a different language?
I I
Yeah,
think
they
it's
might
more
be
likely
talking
that I'm
Latin.
dead.
You're not very good at high school drama, are you?
No, I didn't finish high school.
They're always talking.
I was homeschooled anyways because of my condition.
Anyway, she's offering to put like tongues on you or
Yeah, I
comprehend
know.
languages.
I don't think I need
Yeah.
it.
You never know. We are in London.
I
There are weird
think
people
I
here.
might actually have it anyways, but
Oh.
actually I
Sure.
didn't prepare it because I'm a prepared caster. Never mind. Anyways, I think it'll be fine. It's London. They speak English.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not talking to the foreign language teacher. I'm talking to some
Right.
secretary or someone.
In her mind, she envisions you talking to these people, and then as you're walking away, they're gonna talk behind your back in a different language, and then you'll get to know what they say.
Yeah. That's okay. People make fun of me all the time. I'm used to it.
Noted.
Alright, so we go buy clothes.
So let's go get clothes. Yeah. I don't know. Do I have money? Like a little bit, I guess. Probably.
I have 33 gold pieces. I don't know how I got them, but I have them, so I'll use it to buy clothes.
Yeah, I also have 33 gold pieces. Maybe we sold something off the ship or something, supplies or.
I think that was just based off of some of the money we
But
got.
once we have the clothes,
You
then we
stole
go
it from
back.
the ship captain?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
And we
okay.
had divided
Great.
it up.
Then,
So
yeah,
everybody
I'll
has
buy
about
some
30
nice
gold.
looking clothes.
Okay, you spend 25 gold pieces to get some nice looking clothes.
The
In a
25
fitted
gold
suit.
pieces?
Yeah.
Is that
it's
what everyone
nice.
at the college was wearing? Was super nice
Yeah.
stuff like that? Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
super nice
okay.
pomp suits and top hats.
You might be able to
25
resell it.
gold pieces. Shit.
25 gold pieces.
That's fine. That's fine.
You might be able to resell it after you use it
That's,
anyway.
that's
get
the
most-
whole reason we got the gold pieces anyways. I'm
Rhea's
pretty
not
sure
Gonna
the game master foresaw this, and that's
Rhea
why I
says
got
you can
exactly
go.
that much gold.
buy alone.
Okay, so I'm gonna go by myself because I'm suicidal. I'll have Bruce with me at least.
Okay.
So you guys
Bruce
wait
hidden in
outside the
your top
college,
hat
like
or
around the
something?
corner. No, because I might raise my top hat to bow or when I go inside. But I'll keep him in my coat pocket.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Hey
Do people
guys,
take
I
off their
finally
top
made
hat
it.
when they bow? I think they do. Hi,
Probably.
Dan. You haven't missed anything. I spent a bunch of money on fancy clothes, and we're at a college in London, and I'm going
That sounds
to
extremely important.
nothing's gonna come of it. So I'm impersonating a rich school kid at King's College, and I'm trying to figure out if they know a Dr. Chukrev.
Oh, you know what? Part of disguise is that I disguise
It's a shot in the dark.
the
It's not a
individual,
bad idea.
not myself. So I want to help with your disguise to make you
okay.
look like you belong a bit more.
So I'm like talking street talk and like walking street walk, and you're like, no, you need to act
I
like
do
this.
your hair, I slick it back, I fix your bow tie because it's cricket, I shine your shoes.
But I like my hair in my face.
I twist your mustache. Do you have a mustache?
No.
Okay, well, I give you a mustache and twist it.
No, I don't want a mustache. I'm not, yeah. Out of character. Dwarves are the only characters I'll make that'll have mustaches. And then
Blasphemy.
mustache and a beard. Okay, so yeah, Rhea is like basically acting like my mom whenever I was a little kid helping me get dressed. But I look pretty pretty respectable. And yeah, I'll go walk in the main entrance and try and go into like wherever the main office is. I assume there's like a secretary somewhere around there. And inquire.
So you go into the main entrance, and off to the side there seems to be sort of a reception desk. And
Yeah, perfect.
there's a dwarf in an overly large hat. He's shaved most of his beard, but he has a very twirled mustache. That's slick.
Is he like
So it's a
supposed to be a
dwarven version of
Mexican dwarf?
Snidely Whiplash.
Okay. So anyways, I'll go up to the obvious reception desk with this weird looking dwarf who has no beard or most of no beard for some reason. And I'll say, "Excuse me, sir. I'm wondering
And
if
you
you
remember
can
your
tell me."
mother told you never to trust a dwarf with no beard.
Oh, okay. Wait. How? Okay, but before I talk to him, I look at him. I'm gonna sense motive and want to find out is this guy actually like a receptionist secretary person, or is it just some random person, or what are my spidey senses saying?
I mean, you haven't even interacted with him yet, but he looks like he's it doesn't look like anybody else is making any fuss about him being there.
Okay, so against my better judgment of my mom telling me not to trust a dwarf with no beard, I'll walk up to him and say, "Excuse me, sir. I'm wondering if you could tell me when or where Dr. Chukriev's office is."
Yes. Give me a moment. And he takes a look at some paperwork and shuffles it around and says, "I'm sorry, it doesn't seem we have a Dr. Chukriev here on our faculty roster. Are you sure you have the right school?"
In fact, no, I'm not. I thought that this is where he said he worked. I'm very sorry to bother you and waste your time. Thank you so much. I'll go figure out what school he actually works at.
His name does seem foreign, so you might want to check the State Department records. Maybe he's an immigrant from somewhere else. Sounds like an awful Russian name if you ask me.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was just saying the other day to one of my friends, I don't know his first name, but I bet it's Igor. Sounds Russian. Anyways, a good day to you. Thank you so much. And I, leave. Go back to the party waiting around the corner. Definitely not abandoning me while I was inside. Right? I don't have abandonment issues. guys.
We're waiting for you.
Okay. So I'll see the party and have a little sigh of relief, like, oh man, they didn't leave me. Okay, and I'll hurry over because I'm excited now. I say, okay, well, he doesn't work here. I don't think the receptionist had no idea, but he did suggest that we check the State Department records because he might be an immigrant. There might be a record of him there, and what his profession is, if he's immigrating to work or what.
All right, that's a good idea. Let's go there.
Yeah, that's a great idea. The only problem is, where's the State Department?
This is a good question.
We can ask around easily for that.
That's true. We just have to.
Oh, I might know. Is this
ask,
local
yeah.
or geography? Here, I'll just roll both. You decide.
I think it's local. That number looks higher.
Raya, you know that there's both an immigration office, so this river runs this way towards the ocean. So there's an immigration office sort of across the city over here. And there's another main department office down over here. The administrative building is over here. And the immigration office is over there.
All right. Well, seems like we have our
Yeah,
answer.
we know where it is, but do we have any sort of papers that would let us actually go through the immigration office?
Are they public records? Do I know if that kind of thing would be public generally?
Not sure.
We can find out by going there.
Yep, I'm down with that.
So we go there.
Which place?
And
The
we
main
are
administration
going to-
building or the immigration office?
I'd say immigration.
Yeah, the office, that's where they would have records, right?
Well, it's a judgment call, but I'd say probably the immigration place would have it. That's what my very wise Jacob thinks. Me being Jacob. Me very wise think immigration.
Well, for what it's worth, I agree.
Yeah. So we go immigration office.
Pluto, can you give me the 100? On your way, walking across the city, you guys notice that there's sort of a roped off section around this, one sort of, you're walking through a not too fancy a impoverished portion of town. And there's sort of this roped off area, and there's a bunch of people sort of gathered around looking in. And the rope is braided with yellow and black strands.
Okay.
Okay. Do we see anything else?
Not from just walking past. If you'd
Does it
like
seem
to
like a...
get a closer
How
look.
large of an area? Or is it just like a walkway that's roped off?
It seems to be an area around, like, a row house and an alley. And there's sort of a gaggle. You can see the ropes, but you can't really see past the mountain of people. Unless you try and get a closer look.
Oh, like there's a mountain of people observing what happened over there, or...
Yeah.
I'd like to tap on one of their shoulders then.
Okay. They turn around as you've gotten their attention.
Uh, what's going on over here? I'm too short, I can't see anything.
Ah, miss. I'm afraid you shouldn't. It's not for the faint of heart.
Something grisly, huh?
Yeah. It
Like,
looks like there's been another murder.
Oh, well, that's just terrible. That, but I'm from out of town. How long has this been going on?
Well, there have been a few murders of the women hereabout, and it's just awful. The police haven't found the killer yet.
Sounds like that's my cue to not be anywhere near the city anymore if I don't want to worry about it, I guess.
Vacation over.
That's,
Let's go.
Yeah, vacation over. Thank you for your time, and I appreciate the warning.
I think this is the fourth victim in 2 weeks.
And you're like, I'll be careful. And then she yells back, you'll be dead!
Okay, bye. Probably. London would be kind of like that back then.
Yeah.
Oh, that's also the dumb Star Wars quote where the dude is antagonizing Luke. The I don't like you guy.
Mhm.
For
Yep.
no reason at all. Alright, well, okay. That's interesting news. Should we be worried? At least, let's find out who the victims are. Maybe it's our dude.
Okay. Do you want to... There's a crowd of people who might know something about it. Do you want to inquire further?
I wonder if I should enthrall the crowd.
I feel like you have a difficult job if that's the case.
Maybe not, yeah. Maybe later. It's too soon.
Okay. On the list of things to do later.
Yeah, enthrall crowd. I'll, though, diplomacy and ask a few people. Oh, who's the people who died?
Are you doing this now?
Yeah.
Sorry, did you say yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So they tell you the people who have passed away. And it seems like most of them are young working class women
Working class.
who's yeah, in like the factories,
Right.
and they're recent mothers, but their children have passed away due to cholera and dysentery
Before their murder?
before their murders.
Hmm.
A couple of them were also unmarried.
Hmm. I don't know if that's relevant, but okay.
And this one guy like whispers under his breath, I heard rumors that one of them was doing extra hours on the side, if you know what I mean.
No, I don't know what you mean.
She was a prostitute.
I really like how he spelled it out. Like, I figured that was just going to be the end of it. But he's like, nah, subtlety's over. Here's what I meant.
Alright. Well,
Well, she asked.
it's true. That's like extra hours for like a certain somebody or extra hours for anybody?
Heard it depended on the coin that you could pay.
Where could you find her? On the street or in a club? I guess they didn't call them clubs, but yeah.
Oh, I don't know myself. It's just what I've heard.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Whatever you say, sir. She turns around and walks away. I tell my friends that. Not that anything's wrong with prostitution if that's what she wants to do, but he felt the need to tell me.
Yes, he did. Well, it's good to know, I guess, that there is some kind of a serial killer, as it were, on the loose. But we need to go find where this guy was studying magic.
And there's no other unusual events on the rest of your way to the immigration office. Are you all going to go in there, or are
No,
you
we
going
definitely
to
don't all
send
go
a specific
inside.
person in there to ask?
Why not?
I feel like a
Oh,
mishmash of
who
people
looks
coming
the
up like, hey, you heard about this.
who looks the most Russian? Will pretend to be a relative, ancient relative, or distant relative. I mean.
Not me, because I'm Middle Eastern.
Here's the deal.
Well,
If you want trouble, you send Rhea. If you don't want trouble, don't send Rhea.
Yeah,
I
she
like
just
this
tried to
not
trip
sending Ray
some
up plan.
college students
true.
That was the
because they
highlight of
sneered
the
at her
session.
wrong.
Yeah.
Well, you just tried to
She
trip
was
a bunch
doing
of
what
college
everybody
students
else,
earlier?
what everybody else wanted to do.
Yeah, they were like, they said some like haughty lines
accused
about
us
how
of
they
being
have no sense
Americans,
of
too.
fashion. These
Yeah.
American tourists. They're just
I'm like,
assuming you're American
rude.
tourists. And then they sneered at her and she tried to trip them. And then they scowled at her when she failed to trip them.
That's pretty funny. I wish I was there.
You were there.
In
I wish I was
spirit.
there out of character. As it is a real person in the moment.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go in to investigate. I'm gonna go in and
Okay,
ask him to
we'll let Liam
see if
go.
I can see any recent immigrant records, particularly any Russian immigrants that go by the name Chukria.
So you go in and there's a queue for the receptionist. A lot of them seem to be of Irish heritage.
Alright.
Are you going to
Will I
wait
wait?
in the queue?
Yes.
You wait in the
I've
queue.
got time.
And
Time
it
is on
takes
my
some
side.
time. And you're there for, let's see. You're there for about a half an hour before you get to the reception desk.
Okie dokie.
And the person who's waiting on you is a stout and plump halfling. And asks, how may I help you today, sir?
I ask her if they keep immigration records here. I'm looking for a Russian that goes by the last name of Chukria.
We do keep immigration records here. May I ask about the reason for your inquiry?
I say he's a doctor, and I need to inquire about a condition.
Okay. We'll go ahead and we'll check and see if we have any info on him.
Alright, I nod.
We'll send you a post mail when I've had time to look through the information. What's your address?
I say I don't live in London.
Right. But you live somewhere here, right? In England, right? What's your address?
I tell him that I'm moving and I'm between addresses at the moment. It hasn't the new one hasn't cleared yet.
What is the address of the place you're staying at?
Oh, I just got into London. I haven't gotten a place yet.
Well, then please come back tomorrow when you've
Tell him
gotten
you're
a
on a
place to
boat.
stay and I can put an address down on file for the post mail inquiry.
We
I
own
ask
a
her
boat
how long it would
technically
take
now,
to get in the
right?
mail.
It shouldn't take any longer than a week.
I tell her that this condition is very serious. Is it possible that you could give me the information within a day?
It's possible that the post mail might come at a later time or at an earlier time than a week. But due process is due process. And we're very busy here, as you can see. And he points to the long line of people that's queued up behind you.
But are they sick? See, if Rhea was there, imagine the possibilities.
Yeah, should have brought Raya. Alright, nah, that's fine though. We can just send someone else in, and it's not like, you know.
It's
Won't
this
be that
one
weird,
guy
right?
here. Gee, a lot of people are inquiring about this one
Hi,
guy.
my grandpa came in earlier.
I'm sick. I need
Sorry,
help.
out of character, yeah.
Hey, yeah, my grandpa came in earlier. He said you wouldn't get any information, and then when they go through the process, and be like, oh, my grandpa's senile, so he didn't remember where we live.
Oh, we have a boat and a dock.
That's not
a
right?
bad
I can give him
idea.
that address.
Why'd you leave him on his own? And then you have to say, like we didn't mean to. I don't know. He got away from us.
Oh man.
Have you seen my grandpa? I'm trying to find him.
Of all the
He's lost.
places he came here, asking about a doctor.
Well, I
I
asked
think
this
he-
person, is there any other place that could help me with getting information quickly about about a Russian doctor named Chukriev, or at least someone that goes by the name Chukriev.
You could hire a private investigator, I suppose.
Now we're
He
not
takes
looking for
out
the
his
doctor
pocket
himself,
watch
are
and
we?
takes a look at it and puts
No,
it
we're
back in
looking
his
for where he
pocket.
studied.
Right, where he studied. Okay. So we're thinking if we can figure out whether or not he's here, I guess, first. Or was here.
Well, I mean, he's definitely not here.
Yeah, we
but,
know that,
Yeah, we're
but-
just trying to see if he came through here and if, like, the records said, like, possibly where
Aw, man.
he.
I feel
He
like we're
could've, like,
chasing
lived at
feathers
some
in
time.
the wind. Okie dokie. Well,
All right, well.
Yeah. You tried.
I leave then.
Let's hire a private investigator. We'll call it, this campaign will be Mantis PI.
Oh, I know exactly where Dr. Chukriev
is
is.
there... Maybe there's a way that we can bait the information and... I'm not high enough level for all kinds of magic. I'm limited.
I mean, I kind of like, well, assuming that, we know all the things that happened, then I kind of like the idea of saying, oh, my grandpa came in earlier and he's senile or whatever, and then giving them an address if we can figure out an address.
Well,
Yeah,
I
but,
don't
mean,
even think
how's
we need
that
that
gonna help us?
excuse, but...
They say they want that this could take up to a week.
Yeah, that's...
Right.
The
Yeah,
timing, I think, is...
But it's better to have that working than doing nothing. At least there's a chance.
Or we go to the other place that we were talking about.
Yeah, we can go to the other place too. The main administration building, something or other.
Yeah.
Or like you said, we could hire a private investigator.
It's
Just need
that,
to,
or
you
to
know,
put on a magic
get
show
more money.
on the street, and then when the show's over, any lingerers might, talk about magic, and we might gain random
Oh,
information.
I thought you were going to say do a magic show on the street for tips to make money to hire our private investigator.
Well, we can
That's
make
where I thought
tips
this was
too.
going to.
I kind of like that idea, honestly.
But sometimes after the show, the people who stick around who are so enthralled by magic might, talk about it.
Yeah, there's two chances here. We should do that. I think that's a great plan.
A London street show.
Yeah, let's start it. We'll start small and, see if we can just see what happens. It might turn into a big thing.
Oh, dang, I don't have dancing lights. Or prestidigitation. I can't put on the best bard show.
I mean, you can talk to people. You have performed something, right?
Oh, she sings. Yeah.
I could do the thing where
You can sing uplifting songs in these dark times.
I could do that thing where I go paint people's like portraits in the fucking park square or something for tips.
I'm gonna ask and gather information about any street magicians
There
that
you
the
go.
public knows about, or any magician, school.
Now, why don't you ask
And
people after I start my show, and then you can go around and like ask people about other street magicians you've seen.
You guys can ask too. I'm
Well,
just throwing the idea
She's
out
the
there.
star of the show. She's gonna be busy. You see stars in her eyes. She's like, I'm gonna be on stage. Whether or not it's gonna happen, but in her mind, this is
That's how you want to do it.
So you're splitting up about this?
No,
Or are
I
you
hope
doing
not.
this together?
No, I was just
Together.
I think we're doing it together.
Okay.
So Ray's
So Ray's gonna put on
gonna
a street
draw
show.
Tracks.
attention and a crowd and start like a singing performance, and she'll like cast glitter dust but act like it's like she's throwing the glitter just to create like glittery effect. As she sings and performs.
Okay. Liam, you're walking around town and you are asking people, and they're like, yeah, there's some street music magicians, but I don't know their names. You should be careful. I hear that they try and swindle you out of your cash and pick your pockets while
I tell
you're
them, well,
looking the
that's
other
why I'm
way.
looking for them, so I can find some that nicked some stuff from me. Can
Yeah, I
you tell
can't
them where
help
they
you,
usually
sir.
operate?
I've just
Alright.
heard it. I try and stay away. Again, I hear that they try and steal your money while you're gawking. It's not something anything as refined as I would do.
That's actually interesting. Jacob has an idea while Ray is performing.
Hmm.
No, I'm kidding.
No idea? Oh, okay. Do I need to inspire your competence? Oh wait, I can't.
Well, I could
I mean,
try
I
and
think
pick people's
Jane
pockets.
did take what's it called? Agile maneuvers.
How's that helping?
Oh, if she wanted to steal or sleight of hand coins out of people's pockets.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not
Is
sure
that
I'm
what
about
you're gonna do?
doing that.
Okay.
No, I figure the information is more important than, like, accidentally getting found out.
Right.
Sure.
Okay, so I guess does the performance get anywhere? Does anybody
I
else
don't
do
know, are you
anything?
performing?
Oh, I mean, I'll perform. Yay!
I could probably do coin tricks. I have sleight of hand. Not that I'd be good at the actual, like, performing part, other than doing the actual, like, sleight of hand portion.
So Rhea starts singing, and she gathers a modest crowd.
Yay, paper!
And she hypes up some of Jane's sleight of hand coinage tricks. Go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand check for that.
Okay, I think
I'll
I'm going to
perform
let...
afterwards too.
I'll let Rhea do the narrating of what's happening, more or less.
And some of them ooh and ah, and some of them walk off. They're like, I wanted the singing more. And you gather some new people who are like, ooh, coin trick. I'm glad they're not taking my money out of my pockets. They're doing the tricks right there in front of me.
Have you ever seen
And
anybody
some
else
people
do
are
that?
like, huh?
Have they seen anybody else do magic like that?
I don't know, are you asking them?
No, she's singing.
You could ask, you could frame it as like bragging, basically too, right?
Yeah.
That was like how it sounded to me, but I would assume that somebody who's not Mireya posed that question.
Yeah, she might like throw it in her song as words or something when she hears them say that.
And the crowd's like, no, you guys are amazing.
Yeah, I'm amazing. She feels amazing.
Feels amazing,
Nice.
but definitely didn't find any information.
Not
That's
yet.
fine. We still accomplished, like, we didn't accomplish what we set out to do, but we accomplished something like just as good or not, maybe better possibly. So it's fine.
That's fair.
We're getting
After
famous
Jane's
in
performance,
London.
then I'll do some stuff.
So clearly we're a
Okay.
traveling theater group now, right? That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
our cover. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So
Does your
I'm
Do we
traveling
need to come up with a
theater group
name?
have a name?
Not yet.
No.
We have to
Okay.
let the people name us.
Oh shoot.
So is Jane done with her coin tricks?
Yeah, I'll wrap up and then pass off to you.
Alright.
Okay,
Did you have
so
something, Mantis,
what's...
or can I go?
Yeah, what's...
Okay,
What are you doing?
so Jacob gets up in front of everyone and has like a... Boy, I didn't think this part through very well. What do I have? Do I have like anything that like holds water, basically, like a water skin or something?
Okay.
Anyways, point is
I hand you my water
Jacob
skin.
is much smarter and comes up with something that works well with create water, where he's going to try and sleight of hand create water where people don't notice.
Okay, go ahead and give me the sleight of
So you're
hand
gonna
check.
try to make it look like a trick, not magic. The opposite of the other
Exactly.
people. Okay.
And I'm gonna try and like fill up an empty water skin with water, and distract people with different motions and things.
And then drink it in a single gulp as you dismiss the spell.
Is
Yeah,
it dismissible?
I don't know. I'm just trying to help.
That's I got as far
rabbit
as like
It's actually an
water.
important question, though.
Oh. I think it
I'm looking.
is... Because that's how they... Oh, Mantis isn't in the mummy's mask, but that's how they
Create water
entered the
is
bathtub.
Not dismissible.
not dismissible.
Then they just wait its duration out. Yeah, it does have a duration.
But they'd see
It doesn't have a duration. It's instantaneous.
it's instantaneous. Yeah.
It
so-
creates water.
Point is though is that the thing was empty and I held it upside down, clearly empty, and then I waved it around, spun it around in my hands a little bit, and then all of a sudden it seemed like there was water in it, and I held it upside down, and voila, water came out.
And people are like they sort of look at you and they're like, huh,
Huh.
What?
That's-
They don't like it?
that's
Did you roll a
strange.
check?
We liked the coins and the singing better.
Oh man.
Okay, I'll
You hear the murmuring.
walk away sad.
Aw.
And they start
I'll get off
walking
stage.
away.
You know what? That's
Don't
the
worry,
thing.
everybody. He's new.
So I'll tell you off the site. Like, your problem is you need to be more of a performer. Like, it's just as much about the actual trick as it is about the presentation of it.
And after
Okay.
the crowd starts clearing out a bit, and some people like threw some copper coins at your guys' feet, and you've made about 5 GP worth of copper and silver.
Ah, see, it was worth it. Here's a coin for you, and a coin for you, and a coin for you, and a coin for you. I'm sorry, your bat doesn't get a coin.
That's okay.
And as you're picking up the coins, a pigeon lands on Jacob's head.
I laugh
On my hat?
audibly.
Oh, if
Yeah,
you're
on your
wearing it?
head.
That's a good look for you. You should keep it.
I'll
So you're just an animal whisperer of all varieties.
no, I'll like take off my hat and like hope it flies away when I take off my hat and move it.
Hope.
It sort of flutters a little bit as you take off your hat and it lands on your head.
Oh, it's the next trick. Put the pigeon under the hat and then make it disappear.
The performance is over though.
And
This is
everybody
afterwards.
else notices it looks like there's something tied to its ankle.
So I'm like trying to
Reach
get this
out
thing
to
off my
grasp
head,
the pigeon.
not too violently. But then you guys stop me. You say, "Wait, there's something on its leg." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" And then
Let it try to
Let you
get
guys
the
take it off.
pigeon and the thing off its leg.
Okay.
So the pigeon sort of flaps around a little bit more, and eventually
I don't
you
hurt
get
it. I just let it go.
yeah you get the thing off of its leg, and it looks like a piece of paper, like a really small little and like there's a piece of paper that was tied to its leg, and it has it looks like a note of sorts.
All right. Well, I take it out and I read it.
Okay. And that is how it reads.
New bloods. Please refrain from
I let the
any
others see the
additional
note,
irresponsible
and I say
displays. Further acts
I
against
say
the
we
wishes
go
of
see
Her
Her Majesty then.
will be deemed as treasonous.
Do
Ha! Casting
you want to
magic
go
did
meet
something.
the queen? Is that what we're saying?
I'm saying that
Her Majesty might not be the queen.
someone
also.
has noticed
That's fair,
that
yes.
we are able to cast magic, so they know where any kind of magical school would be. That's who we want to go see.
Let's do it. This is what we're here for, right?
Yeah.
perhaps we can send a reply with the pigeon. Is the pigeon still here?
No, the pigeon's flown off.
Damn it! Why didn't we stop the pigeon?
Hmm.
Short-sightedness. We should have had glasses.
Or a telescope.
Telescopes are expensive.
They are.
Do I remember seeing anyone at the performance that seemed like they just didn't quite fit? Seemed odd.
Sure.
You know, like somebody like us. Like. We
Yeah, it
probably
doesn't really
stick out
help
like a
because we don't know who it
sore thumb.
is.
Except for you and your fancy hat.
There were a couple of people with, big fancy hats like Jacob has now.
Alright.
Even in my fancy clothes, though, people still were disappointed in me.
Maybe it was because of your fancy clothes they were extra disappointed in you.
Alright, so we don't know who this individual is, or where they might be, or
There's no,
whether
like,
or not
signature or
people
anything?
know about her.
Nope.
But what we do know is if we cast more magic, we'll keep getting their attention. So, another performance tomorrow, same spot.
We also might die.
I mean, as far as I'm aware, death just means alive again.
Well, that's true. It doesn't make it pleasant.
No, but
That's true. It's not pleasant.
maybe we'll do it better next time, huh?
I can't
I
believe
mean,
I'm
if
saying this, but
somebody-
I agree with Raya. I think we should provoke them.
If somebody comes and tries to kill you, you come back in the next loop, you'll remember who tried to kill you. You can go straight for them this next time.
Exactly. I do everything the same up until this point, and then this is what I do. Basically, yeah, if you want to get through this
Assuming
Groundhog
we
Day stuff quickly,
keep
you
on
could just say,
going-
I do everything the same up until this point.
Assume this coming back to life keeps happening. It's not like we're cats with 9 lives or something.
What if we are cats? We don't know that.
Rhea looks over at you and she's
I don't
like,
know, are you cats?
Are we dead
the 9
or are we
lives part,
cats?
not actually.
Like, the dogs
cats.
around town have been, like, growling unreasonably at Jacob.
Have you been counting?
So Jacob's a cat.
It's
Definitely.
probably because he has a bat in his clothes somewhere.
It's probably because of
Yeah.
Bruce.
Yeah. Oh, right. No.
It's okay,
not
Brucey.
a
I
thought.
won't let them take you.
Oh my god. Is that what? Oh my god. I don't even want to know. Okay.
They're like, it's a flying squirrel. Ruff, 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 ruff. I can smell it.
Why does this say I'm staggered? I hate Roll20. Fuck you. I don't know why. So many times when I like move my Hero Lab file over into Roll20, it's like, you're staggered! How? Oh yeah, because I guess I have some coins? I don't know. I'm not carrying anything. Yeah, I don't know why this thing says I'm staggered. Still.
So is it pretty late? Like, we should probably figure out where we're going to stay tonight, or are we going to go back to the ship?
Yeah, it's
I'd like to go look for an inn.
The ship... Is the ship being... guarded? Sorry about that.
I think we
Guarded.
paid for 2 days
Yeah.
of staying at the port, right?
We could stay in our ship. We paid for a spot on the port, and I don't see why we couldn't just stay in the ship.
The ship's not
Yeah, but I
actually,
think Jane
like,
is tired of sleeping
right
on the ship.
here. It's down the
Exactly.
river some miles.
I don't blame you. I
And
also
it's getting pretty
don't really
late.
like sleeping, rocking back and forth.
Also, it's several miles away because
I was kind of getting used to
Yeah.
it's down at the bottom.
So
of
let's
the
find
river.
an, a hotel or something.
Okay.
Are you gonna go to, like, the fancy district, or are you gonna go,
Something
find
medium.
someplace cheap?
On the river.
On the river?
Oh, no, wait. The river is where they dump wastes in this era. So it probably smells
Yep.
awful.
It
Somewhere
smells pretty
away from the
awful.
river.
A little bit away from the river, okay.
Not in the rich area, but not in the poor area. Middle ground.
Exactly.
Okay. You find a place over about here's about.
Sorry, I had
recommended
my
to you
sheet up
by
and I think I
somebody
didn't see it.
walking around the city who's staying there that has an American accent.
Oh, what accent? I don't think I'm familiar with it.
American.
Oh, that's neat. That's that place that used to be colonies up until recently, right?
Yep. And when you get in, like, the receptionist tells you that it'll be a gold per night for the 5 of you.
Alright.
Sense motive.
You mean a gold for
That
all
seems
5 of us, or
expensive.
a gold each?
Yeah, a gold for all 5 of you per night.
Okay, that's reasonable.
Meals
it?
not included.
Yeah, that's 2 silver per person.
I mean, I guess we're not in like the super cheap area.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, that's fair.
Alright, they get one of our gold.
Okay. And this gnomish lady fiddles about with a bunch of keys, and she gets you out 5 keys with consecutive room numbers.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Okay. And you can hear that, like, there's like a tavern a little bit farther into the inn, and it sounds like it's lively. You hear
It's
like the
Indian.
general tavern noise and stuff.
But they make food and whatnot there, so I'm gonna go get a meal before going to sleep.
That seems like
Okay.
a good idea. I will also go get food.
And the waitress says, "We're all out of table seating. Would you like a place at the bar, or would you like to
How
wait?"
many seats you got at the bar?
We asked some people to shuffle. I think we can squeeze you in.
I want to take a look at the bar stools. I mean, I
Okay.
guess I wouldn't be picky after being on a boat for that long. I take it back. If she can fit us in, I'll go.
Mm,
So you guys sit down 5 across
Okay.
at the bar.
Well, I don't know about the rest of the party, but I'm fine sitting at the bar.
I'm fine with it. You just have to, be aware that more people might hear what we talk about.
Well, I assume we don't talk about anything relevant while we're in a restaurant slash bar slash tavern anyway.
Okay.
Because that would be the same case even if we were sitting at a table.
The bartender comes to you and he says, "What can I get you lovely ladies and gentlemen?"
What do you got for food tonight?
Oh, the waitress is going to deal with that. I serve
Alright,
the
I'm
drinks
back.
here.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll take, whatever the house ale is.
Okay, coming right up. And he
They don't
gives you
ID
a
me or
big
anything?
tankard.
Is there a drinking age? I don't know.
No.
Out of character? I don't know. No? Okay. I
Pretty sure
tasted it.
it's young in England even nowadays, so
all of your characters are above the Pathfinder adult threshold, so I'm not going to worry about anything like that.
Well, technically, Mantis. Technically, maybe not.
Is your character younger than 15?
He might think he is.
No. Is he physically younger than 15?
Oh, no.
Then there's not going to be any issues.
Except any issues I make myself.
Yes, unless there are any issues you make yourself.
Okay. But for now, I'm fine. I taste it. I hope it's good.
It's real dark, and
Does he
it
ask
seems
for
like
any
it'll
money
be
right
pretty
now?
filling. Huh?
Does he ask for any money? Or like,
No.
does he look like he's waiting for any money? Okay. Then I just enjoy my
You
drink.
can tip him if you'd like.
No, just like I didn't know if I was supposed to pay now or later.
It doesn't look like he's asking for any money right now. It does look like he
Great.
has a sheet of paper behind the bar that he maybe made a note of something on.
Okay, great. So I enjoy my beer. I've had many a drink in my runaway days. It's the only thing that helped me get through my sadness.
And what can I get for the ladies? Or Gramps over here.
Hmm?
I asked what you want to drink, Gramps.
We didn't go to our rooms? Okay, fine, we're at the bar. Didn't know.
No, we
Well, we didn't.
yeah, you missed it. We went to get food at the tavern that's inside the inn. And there's a bar there, and we had to sit at the bar because there are no more table seats. So you didn't have to go. You could have stayed in your room if you wanted. For the record.
No, I'll go with you guys. He wants some scotch.
He pours you a shot of scotch.
Alright, I accept the scotch on the rock.
Okay, he pours it in a glass, but sorry, we don't have any ice left in the ice box.
How is that possible?
Busy night.
It's a busy night, I'm sorry.
Rhea will ask for water, and she says, I don't drink. I get a little crazy sometimes.
Sure thing, Missy.
I tell Liam, man, it sucks that they ran out of ice. That's totally not cool.
I'll match Liam's scotch.
Too bad you can't
Well,
create ice. Ha ha
letting-
ha, ha.
I was thinking that.
I'm going to intentionally let the joke go over my head.
No.
Hey man, English is like my fourth language. I'll leave it to Liam to get the joke.
He gives Jane another a glass of scotch, and he says, "Hey, you look like you're not from around here. Where are you from?"
I'm from way further south. Bluff? I mean, I'm pretty sure that's the case, but I guess I don't technically know that.
Like, we talking like Spain or Africa or something?
Yeah, over, out a little bit outside Turkey.
Oh, okay. I would say that was east of here rather than south, but I got you.
Well, I'm from the south part of that.
Southern Turkey, gotcha.
Yeah. Well, I guess the Empire would. Well, out of character, I think the Empire is large enough that they extend south at this time, don't they?
The Ottoman Empire? Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
it definitely is south of us. Like,
Yeah, I was pretty sure it was too, but I was like, well, my geography could just be failing me.
Yeah, but it's more
England's-
east than it is
England's-
south.
I mean, sure, but England's pretty far north.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, because my, in theory,
But it's east,
place where I'm from is
southeast.
is right over by the Persian Gulf. So that's where I planned to originally be from. So I guess way south and way east.
That's still east, southeast.
That's fair.
Wait a second. Do we know if the king is married?
I have no idea.
Like, I should know.
You have knowledge,
I don't know, do you
nobility.
know?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I kind of assumed I would.
I do.
There's a skill called knowledge and
I mean,
nobility.
You
That's- I know, but
asked,
that's
and
like
then I
common
think
knowledge.
about it, and
Right?
I don't know.
No,
I
it might
probably
be. It
don't
might
know.
be less than
Like,
DC 10.
If
that you can do
your
on train.
country has a queen when it's ruled by a king, is that not common knowledge?
Theoretically, you might also know with like knowledge local. I guess. I don't know.
Is there a head bitch in this town?
Yeah,
It's-
there is a Queen of England, Queen Victoria, at the moment.
Which number? Because I
I
think
like
there's a
how
couple,
he didn't assume it was like some sort of underground thing. If you told me, like, is there a head bitch in this town, I would have assumed it was like the dawn of some mafia sort of thing.
Queen
But he
Victoria.
just immediately
No,
assumed it was
I
Queen
know what
Victoria.
Secret's talking about.
Yeah.
Like, I've known Secret for a while.
No, but it's just like imagining that as the in-character question is so funny.
Yeah, in character, is there a head
No,
bitch in this
she's-
town?
she's
And then
asking her
Maverick
own
replies, the queen. Oh, that's right.
She's not asking the guy in front of her. She's asking her knowledge.
However,
That's
that would
okay.
be something she
Yeah.
do if you let her.
Okay,
So you know the current queen of England is, or technically the United Kingdom of Britain and Ireland.
You know, my European history is pretty bad, so this is going to be rough. When you get back to the States. I mean, the Americas.
I mean, do you think the crown's gonna send birds to people's top hats with messages saying "Don't do what you did"?
Well, not the
Well,
crown
they did.
directly, but like the spies.
Are you
under
asking
them,
this in
sure.
character? In front of the tavern keep guy? Barkeep guy?
No.
Okay. Just checking, because, you know, we talked about this. Like, before we sat down here,
Maybe she
we talked in
starts
quiet
to, and then
whispers,
you
like,
clasp
you know, we
your
gotta be
hand
careful what
over
we're
her
talking
mouth.
about. And I said, don't be crazy. What bird are you talking about?
Oh, maybe that was part of the magic show.
The guy off to your right is like, "Hey, I need another one." And the bartender's like, "Haven't you had enough for tonight?"
Never.
Like, no, I need to wash away my sorrows. I lost almost everything. Like, yeah, I've heard about it. It's like, no, I'm telling you, it's not fair. That place, that place where I knew I had a strategy, but it just wasn't working.
Does he have a monocle on?
The dealer must have
This
been,
guy.
like, doing something fishy, because my luck was more terrible than usual. Gambling house across the river, I'm telling you, there's the dealers and people, they're doing something not right, and I'm telling you. Like,
Out of character,
yeah,
I'm
I've heard
pretty
the
sure this is
story.
called GM pity. But we'll see.
No, I'm right there with you.
Rhea says, you're certain it was the casino, not a player that was cheating? Do you recall somebody new showing up?
It was the business that walked away with my money. I usually can go about even. Do it for pleasure, you see, but this time they got, I'm ruined, I tell you, I'm ruined.
So wait, tell me more.
Alright, well.
How did you lose everything? What is this the first time you went to that casino?
No, man. Yeah,
And
my
what
luck
happened
was
this
just
time?
real bad tonight.
What game were you playing?
I was... What was I playing again?
Craps, roulette, blackjack.
I think I was playing some craps or something or other. And it was going fine, but the guy said that he'd triple my bet if I put in my lucky paw, my rabbit's foot. I've been carrying around with me for a long time, and I lost it, and then I wanted to get it back, so I kept going, but I just kept losing. I'm telling you, it's rigged. He's got some fancy dice or something going on.
What did the dealer look like?
Greg? He's got a real bushy beard. And it goes down most of his neck. I mean, he's Greg.
And this is a dealer you usually play with?
Yeah, man.
Well, that seems weird.
Yeah, I know, Greg. I'm telling you, Greg. He got some silly dice that always work in his favor or something.
Well, you know
And
what?
I'm
I might go
ruined,
down
I'm
to that
telling you,
casino and try and
I'm
get you your
ruined.
rabbit's foot back.
Huh?
You are?
How's that?
You're gonna get my
What?
rabbit foot
Why?
back for me?
Have you been drinking?
I'm gonna try.
Ray grabs your drink.
Well,
looks
yeah,
And
at
he
it.
has
I
been
cheers
drinking.
him with my big ale. That's now, half empty.
Cheers. And he cheers you with his,
How is he able to afford this if he spent all his money gambling anyway? What?
He didn't actually
This is
spend
good.
all his money.
Hey,
Oh, okay.
they used to. You know what penny loafers are for? There's a reason why they're called penny loafers. So maybe he just had coins in his shoe.
I mean, he cheers you and he sloshes a little bit of his booze on you as he's cheering you.
I don't mind it too much, even though it is on my nice clothes.
I'll be right back. I need to run through the restroom. Both in and out of character.
I'll prestidigitate it later.
That's not on the cleric spell list.
I'll get Rhea to prestidigitate it later.
I don't have that. I'm not that kind of bard.
Okay, I'm
Oh
pissed.
no, you're gonna have to take you to
Whatever.
a cleaning service.
That's why my clothes are kind of raggedy
I don't
and
mind.
shit.
I don't like these fancy clothes anyways.
And the waitress brings you your meals,
What is it?
and it looks like it's fish and chips.
Typical.
Except we're in London, so it's not fish and chips. Or is it?
Why not?
It is.
Chips
That's
are
what
French
fish and chips
fries
is.
in London?
Yeah.
No.
No, it's chips.
Yeah,
in
yeah, it's
England.
French fries.
Come on now.
She gives us French fries, which are fish and chips.
Yeah.
When in Rome, call it fish and chips.
I think you call it something else in Rome, but when in London, you call it fish and chips.
I had
When in
quite
America
a few
at a seafood restaurant, you
different
also call
fish
it
and
fish and
chips.
chips.
I know, isn't
Yeah.
that strange?
I know, it is.
It must be a conspiracy.
Probably.
Yeah,
It's all
I had a
Dr.
lot of fish when I went
Chukriev's
to England.
doing.
It was pretty good.
So are we all assuming that there's gonna be a lot of money lost at the casino?
I don't know, but we should go there and inquire.
That's
There
what
may
I
be
think.
someone we can find
I mean-
that will, reveal somebody or something magical so that we can get into the magical community.
If we talk, like, outside, or, like, not at the bar surrounded by people,
Well, I assume we go to our room after,
yeah.
you know.
This does suggest that somebody is maybe using some sort of magic and not getting punished with treason. So, yeah, it's definitely something worth.
I was
Looking
honestly
into-
thinking that there wasn't anything super weird about this. Like, it sounds like some guy had an unlucky night. The dice
Yeah.
couldn't roll well, but the house. I guess it's not necessarily the house here. I didn't really
The house
understand.
always wins.
Yeah, the
He did
house
say the
always
house.
wins. So
He did mention the dice. There's
Yeah,
something
so-
about the dice and always goes in his favor somehow
but
when
like,
he wants it to.
I can do sleight of hand tricks. I assume you can do that to some extent with craps. Like, why not?
So you mean to put in rigged or loaded dice?
Or
Yeah,
just
whether they're
outwit
rigged or
the
you.
guy.
Yeah, there's that as well.
Play
Like,
bad
just
most of
throwing
the
them
night
correctly.
and then outwit them. Especially when they've been drinking.
Right, just like a. Right, like somebody who. Like a chess shark.
Sure,
Just trying
but
to think
craps
of
is not
cool
a game
exists.
played against the house. Like, craps is a game. Well, it is, but it's other people, like other patrons, rolling. Right? The house doesn't roll the dice.
No, he was like talking him into
I don't know, I don't
continuing
ever
and
play
giving
craps.
in.
Yeah, it's all the people around the table. They're all betting on different things that happen with the dice, and then it's the different people around the table that are rolling the dice, and the house just
Oh,
deals
okay.
with the money with the betting.
Gotcha.
But then, like, if you roll a 7, then like everyone loses pretty much, unless you bet 7, something like that. I played a little bit, didn't really like it, switched to blackjack.
So maybe there is something about the dice.
Maybe there is.
I don't know. We got a week until we get a letter, right? Or we never gave them
That's
our
true.
address.
Yeah, all I know is tomorrow is
You
gonna
never
get
gave them the
hashtag
address of the
dicey.
place.
Oh no.
You can go there first
Tomorrow
thing in the
morning,
morning
yeah.
tomorrow if you'd like.
Or we could break in tonight.
Oh my god.
You could.
I mean, if you want to, I'll do it.
I'm just saying. It wouldn't be the first time I've broken into a government building at night.
The more you know.
So,
But no, I
you
don't
guys
want to
wanna
break
do
in
anything
tonight.
else in the tavern, or are you doing anything later tonight? What's going on?
Well, we're talking our rooms right now after the tavern, I think, is what we...
Okay, after
Intended.
the tavern.
So we're talking about, like, what our plans are and about maybe loaded dice or maybe magic. We'll get into the magic world. 'Cause it has to exist. Like, the letter is proof.
I think we should still put on another magic show, just in spite. That was a rude letter.
I
I'm
don't
fine with that.
particularly think it's a great idea. I probably won't participate this time.
Aw.
Well, I guess I'm not doing any magic, though. I'll probably get caught up in everything.
I mean, this hotel room's free, basically, because we did it.
That's true.
Oh, and you guys would have had to pay another gold for the meal. That's where they make their good money.
That's fine.
Sure.
What about the ale?
It better be
That's
filtered
included
water.
in the meal.
Okay.
I only demand the best.
Absolute
Are
best.
people actually, like, hurt, or are those health bars not accurate? I guess
Those
Tross
health
is
bars aren't
health
accurate.
bar.
Probably not accurate.
Because we were on a ship for like a week or whatever, so
It was only a
Um,
couple of days.
couple days. Before I go to sleep, God, this is maybe the worst idea I've ever had, but I'm gonna cast Arcane Mark on the inside of my door, and I'm gonna draw a bat with it. I think
Okay.
that you can do that,
What?
right?
Yeah, you can set what your arcane
Sure.
mark to be. Like if that's your arcane
Yeah,
mark
that's
is a
my
bat.
Arcane
then-
Mark is a bat, like
Mm-hmm.
like Bruce.
Yeah, you can
and
decide what your arcane mark is, but I think you
Yeah.
can only use your arcane mark to make that.
It is a bat. It's like a Batman symbol bat.
Oh god.
Sure.
Probably, I guess, determine when you prepare the spell. I'd assume because I don't know. It'd be silly if like
So
you're stuck with that mark forever. But
Point is out of character. What me the player is thinking is, they figured out that I did magic stuff when I just did create water. Well, I'll do this arcane mark dealio, and if they have some way of detecting it, maybe they'll contact me. And since it wasn't in front of public display, maybe they won't be upset. Otherwise, maybe it'll just do no harm, and someone will think I carved a bat into the door.
Oh, good
Something
point.
like
I
that.
cast
I
a
mean,
spell.
you have to have read magic to read it.
To see it.
no,
cast
not
this-
necessarily.
I'm
You
going
can-
to disregard this going on.
You can use arcane mark to make a visible one or an invisible
Or
one.
invisible.
You can do either one.
But it glows to you all the time. Like it
Right. So I mean, I
glows.
guess that's the question. Is he doing one that you can only see with detect magic, or is he doing?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so it's invisible unless you use detect magic.
I didn't know I could do that, but yes, I
Yeah,
want to do
it's the two
invisible
modes,
except for
basically.
detect magic.
The writing can be visible or invisible. The arcane mark spell enables you to etch the rune upon any substance, blah blah blah. And if it's invisible, it can be a detect magic causes it to glow and be visible, though not necessarily understandable.
So wait, if I detect
Okay.
magic, can a non-magical person see it?
No.
Or is it only the person
Uh,
who casts detect magic?
I can tell you right now if I can see it or not.
I think
Oh,
only
yeah,
people with
yeah,
detect
yeah.
magic would see it.
I cast
Yeah.
detect magic.
It's visible if somebody casts detect magic, or if they have see invisibility,
Oh,
true seeing.
look.
Sorry, it's visible to just that person or to everyone?
No,
Just
just
the
that
person
person.
who casts detect
Okay,
magic.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
the
they
important
see magic.
question
basically,
here
what it
is if I cast detect magic on it, is it visible so that Bruce can have little bat friends? That's the point of that question.
Oh my god.
No.
He's
but
smart enough to know that it's just a symbol.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that too.
But that doesn't mean
Anyway,
that
you're the
he
only
wouldn't
friend he
appreciate
needs.
it.
He's abandoned his bat people because he likes you more.
True. I'm actually young Batman, just so you guys know.
Okay,
I turn into Batman.
sure thing.
Spoiler alert.
I'm looking to
That-
see
that's-
this
that's not
cleric
actually
Batman
kosher.
build. I'm
But
pretty sure Batman's a rogue with a shit ton of money.
hey,
Definitely.
it's he came up from nothing.
That's like me,
Not an
except that I don't
investigator?
have a shit ton of money. Don't
Anywho,
investigators have magic?
we go to sleep.
They have, like, alchemy stuff. I mean, he could be an investigator, he could be, like,
Seems like he's just.
he's actually a vigilante, but in terms of, like,
Right.
regular D&D classes that aren't Pathfinder-specific classes, I think he's best described as, like, a non-lethal rogue.
Whatever.
Me.
Jacob can
Just with,
believe
like,
what he wants.
all of the magic items and all of the money to have everything he wants.
I mean, there's
Like,
a
his
version
belt
of
is a bag
Batman
of
that uses
holding.
magic.
So we go to
Does
sleep.
that involve
And how
a
many people visit us
cartoon?
in the night?
Because that's probably where that would happen.
Nobody
I mean, there's a
visits you in
comic
the
where
night.
that-
You wake up the next
okay.
Alternate
day
universe
feeling
comic.
rested.
No.
Because they'll do anything
What?
in cartoons. It's crazy.
I mean, did you ask for somebody to visit you in the night?
I put an arcane mark on the door.
Oh, we were just casting because we were, like, conspiring that, like, either somebody saw us casting magic or something else. So, yeah. So, yeah, do we receive another letter about casting magic?
I'm trying to attract attention, man.
Do
Nope.
they know? Okay.
You haven't told the Bureau of Immigration,
All
or the
right.
immigration office, where you're staying, so they can get you
No, not
your-
that letter.
written inquiry.
Like a bird with a letter. A bird letter.
Oh, you
pigeon
don't get
letter.
that either.
Now bird letters. Okay, we're fine. So it had to have been an observer.
That's what I'm thinking. Because I tell you about it next morning.
Or maybe your bat's a spy and he hasn't told them yet. Where were you during these hours of?
I was flip-flapping around, because I'm usually tired during the day, but I like it when it's night out.
I got my eye on you.
Flap, 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 flap. Squeeze, squeeze.
Alright.
So yeah, we meet up downstairs and maybe grab breakfast.
Sure.
It is,
Nom.
All right. So, are we trying to attract attention with the magic show again, or are we gonna go to
No.
the
We need to
the
give our
gambling place?
address to the people so we can
We'll
at
start
least
with that.
find out. I mean, if we're gonna be here for a week, then yay, we'll get information. If we're not here for a week, then whatever. The letter's gonna arrive.
Fine.
I think we should go to that casino tonight. After the magic show.
You want to scout it out first during the day? Just to get a glimpse?
Not really. I think that'll be suspicious.
Not if I dress you down. And then you dress up.
Jacob's confused.
I think you'd look really good with a mustache.
I think you would too.
Wow, man. You're going a little far.
You know, it's just a joke, right? Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
you make
so-
your way over to the immigration office.
Okay. Might as well just give him our room numbers. If we... Maybe we can tell the front desk if we end up not staying there for a week that we are expecting a delivery. And if they can hold on to it for us at least until we collect.
Yeah, we're just trying to find out information about a lost relative and...
A doctor,
You know.
stop. If you're gonna come up with a story, you need to stick with it.
You gotta stick with the story.
You gotta stick
A
with the story.
doctor who is also our lost relative.
We have somebody really sick. See, now you're adding too many elements, and not everybody's going to remember that when they're in the height of being questioned, and they're going to get nervous and say the wrong thing.
So wait,
So you stick to the initial story,
And less info, the better.
okay, fine.
and there's an extra long queue this morning.
All right.
And it takes you a couple of hours to get through it, and you're seeing a different person, and they take your names and the place of where you're staying
Uh-huh.
as you're in
Wait,
between
the
moves
queue.
at the moment.
People waiting
It's
in
not a
line.
line.
line,
They
it's
say
a
it-
queue.
There should be a post mail sent to you within a week.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Let's go, sick man. That was Liam, right? Liam
And
was...
they
yeah.
also say if it's urgent, we suggest you seek medical care at one of the hospitals in the city.
Oh, it's not that
I
kind
tell
of
him
sick.
that no one else has been able to help me.
We need him. He's a specialist.
But thank you.
Sure, whatever you say. Just trying to offer my advice.
Much appreciated. Thank you.
People are so nosy in other people's affairs.
Can't even ask
Well,
what
we
was
did
wrong with you.
Go
I know.
to them and tell them.
I was just thinking about the too much information thing. It happens all the time. Like, people just give you way more information than you need.
Says the customer service person.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like,
That's
people
why
will
she's
call.
complaining
I have the
about it.
opposite problem.
They'll call and they'll change their
Is-
credit card and they'll give me like a 5-minute story about what happened to their credit card and why they're changing it. I don't care. Just change your credit card. Yeah, so
Yeah, I get the opposite problem a lot
That's
too. My computer
that's the
doesn't
other thing,
work.
too.
Can you fix it?
Yep. Exactly.
I remember one of my friends was talking about some elaborate story that they gave when they called in to work, and they didn't want to tell the real reason they were calling. I'm like, dude, you don't even need to
Yeah,
fucking give
you're making them more
anybody at work
suspicious.
Yeah,
a
you're
real
better off
reason.
not giving a reason.
Most of the time, they don't give a fuck. You can just be like, especially if you're not directly talking to like your boss, because that's like the thing. A lot of times too, for me, if I call, a lot of times when I call, I won't even be talking to my boss. I'll be talking to somebody else in dispatch and be like, hey, relay this message for me. So they really don't care.
Yeah, they really don't care.
But yeah, in the computer world, it's like,
Nobody asks.
oh, that
until
thing
they
doesn't work.
ask.
Can you tell me what you did to make it not work? Can you tell me how many times you did that?
Oh
And,
God, I know. They don't give you enough info.
Yeah, yeah.
And then even when you ask
It's
for
like,
it,
I hit the button and it doesn't work. It's like, well, yes, I'm sure, but anyways.
Yeah, my common one is I reset the box. Okay, well, what box? What are you talking? What?
The box
Anyway.
they live in.
Yeah, maybe your breaker box. Who knows? All right. Yeah, it's okay. So we get the address now. It's daytime. Do you want to try
need to
to
go do the
provoke
show.
them some more? Or do you
Yeah,
want
I
to check
guess
out the
so.
casino first and maybe lay low? I mean, we have a week
Well, the
before we
casino
get
won't
you
be
know-
It seems like the
hopping
only way
until
we've been
tonight.
able to get any definite answers that there's some people who know what magic is by doing this.
Yeah, but it's treasonous, and even Rhea will take that in consideration. It's like, though.
Well, then
anarchy,
we
but
tell
no
them that there was
jail.
no other way to contact them, and we don't know of this magicking community.
You know what? Let's do it, and let's catch the bird this time, and let's have a note ready saying like, "And who are you? Where are you?"
If they send a bird and not, our heads on a platter.
Can you show me the paperwork that has this law? Poke and prod.
Papers, please.
Yeah. It's that, or we wait a day, go to the casino tonight, see what comes of that, and
No,
then maybe
I think we should
decide.
do the show today.
All right, let's.
Our
I
crowd's
don't
gonna
hate the
expect us.
casino idea.
I think we should do the casino tonight, but I think our crowd should, will be expecting us today. We should go now.
Oh yeah,
do
your
casino tonight.
adoring fans.
Yeah, we're gonna have like 2 people waiting for us, hoping we show up.
Oh, like, we could
Okay.
still just try to inquire at the casino without raising any suspicion. If you guys want to do that.
Yeah, no, I
mean
like the
before?
casino.
I know they won't be. I know they won't be happy about us performing magic in the streets, even if it's simple.
So you think it's the less risky option we should do first?
Jacob's enabling Rhea, so you're gonna have to like stop him.
I don't know.
I mean, they
I mean,
did
you
mention
could
it's
put on a show
treasonous.
and
Do you know
the
what
other two
happens
of
to
us
people
will go.
who are found as treason?
They're
No, we
honored as
don't.
Committed
heroes
acts of
when the
treason?
revolutionary work.
we
When the
actually
revolution
don't.
works.
You're honored hero after the revolution. Yes, that's exactly
You
it.
want to roll a knowledge on that?
Yeah, but treason to who? Who's to who?
Her Majesty.
Yeah, but how
To
do
the
we?
crown, obviously.
So the crown is threatening
Whoever
us.
Her Majesty is.
Maybe we need. Okay, maybe that's the answer though. Is we need to get in contact with Her Majesty, which has to be the Queen. Who else would be Her Majesty?
Wouldn't they have already tried to look up who we are? And maybe they've noticed like we don't even like have residences, or like they probably don't even know anything about us. Yeah, but I mean, we're like completely like foreign outsiders, right? So wouldn't they try to like figure out who we are?
Depends how big their record search goes.
I just want to talk to somebody. Well, I mean, if we could avoid angering them. I'm
Okay,
just
let's try
getting
and
kind
seek
of
them out
frustrated
ourselves.
that we're trying to find somebody that will talk to us that knows about magic, but we get blocked so much.
We can go during the day. It'll just be really weird that we all show up, in the middle of the day. It's London. No, but it's just such a big city that, you're gonna find anything and everything.
It's also like 150 years ago in a altered history.
That's what I'm thinking. Is like the guy's shift who is the dealer or whatever, his shift is probably evening. If we want to try and find that specific person, Greg.
So I guess he does. So we can ask for this person and maybe try to slip in that, like, hey, magic? I don't know.
I heard you like magic.
You just watch, or just watch.
I mean, it's more
Detect
likely that
magic.
he.
have somebody
It's-
using detect magic or whatever off the side.
Yeah, let's just
and
go to the
watch.
casino and start casting detect magic all over. I like that idea.
Well, I mean, you don't do it out in the open. You get cast it somewhere completely separate and just concentrate. And then
I'll do it
walk
from
out.
my
Somebody
bathroom
with a
stall.
brain. I'm thwarted.
Like, I feel like we're
Awesome.
Harry Potter, except we don't have a Hagrid or somebody who's willing to just show us, like, oh, this is the magical place where people talk about magic.
Yeah. Yeah, that's,
Yep.
that's
Yeah,
But they're also
that's
being very
pretty
coy about, like, actually talking to us, saying, hey, you should do magic. This is how things
Yeah,
work.
where's our letter? I want to go to platform 9 3/4, and I want to go to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Come on,
Oh,
Mantis.
no.
Make my dreams come true.
Maybe Hagrid wasn't your parents' childhood friend or whatever Hagrid was. I don't know why Hagrid had such a hard-on for Harry.
Because Dumbledore told him to.
I don't remember. It's been a while. I read the books. It's been a while. It's been like 15 years.
I mean, Dumbledore just was like, hey, Hagrid, go grab Harry from his destroyed house before Death Eaters get him or something.
Oh yeah. Okay. I was right. There was... Okay. Anyway. Hagrid's not here
So
to
we're
be
getting
your
our
buddy.
So are we
letters?
gonna... Are we gonna go talk to the gambling place, or what?
You gonna go find
I
Greg?
think we do go to the casino.
Sure, let's go find Greg. I think that's the consensus. I mean, I'm all for more street performances. I need to redeem myself from yesterday.
So Greg lives or Greg's casino's over here in this blue square.
No, Pluto, that is a school I would fight to stay in, okay?
Oh, okay.
Besides,
If
I'd
you
go
were
to
in wizard
Durmstrang
school-
anyways.
If you were in wizard school, you would try to stay in it.
Yeah, not human college school.
I mean, don't human people
Isaiah
go to
goes
wizard
to school
also?
still. Isaiah goes to school.
You're a
still
hairy
classic.
wizard.
It's classic session.
And Greg's Casino is
Wait, does he
called
own it?
it's called Greg's Pub, and there's a a subtitle on the, or like an additional title on the sign, and it's Greg's Business Management Solutions Incorporated.
God, that's too funny. Business Management Solutions Incorporated. Do they have corporations back then in England?
Sure.
Sure.
Now they do.
He invented the corporation. He realized.
And on
I'm
this
the
guy's a
pretty sure
wizard.
GM
corporations
said,
existed
"Let
for
there
a
be
while.
corporations." And
So
then
I'm
thus,
just
in
gonna.
the world of Mantis's game, there were corporations.
So hear me out. I think Greg is the wizard because, as we all know, corporations are just people. So he's clearly turning people into corporations, building a superior human race.
Oh, maybe.
It might also have something to do with gambling's illegal.
Oh, no.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Alright. So, Greg,
God damn it. I hate my life.
he's a busy man.
So
I gotta go. I'll be back, maybe. Probably not.
What?
What?
Work called
What?
for work. Page for work.
No.
No.
okay.
What are you, a doctor?
Yeah, there's a client issue going on.
That sucks.
Speaking of computers not working, that's what this is.
That was me earlier today, but I finished.
I was kind of worried this would happen, but I was hoping the other team would figure their shit out and not need me.
Whoops.
Oh, okay.
So,
Bye,
yeah,
Jacob.
I have to go. But,
Jacob decides
yeah.
he needs to go back and look at his magical inscription he put on his door.
Yeah, I mean, if you want
Double
to
check to see if
play
it's
me,
magical.
it's fine. I don't care.
He'll be back after he double checks.
Alright.
We need him
Yeah,
in
sorry,
his
guys.
suit to gamble for us.
Nah, he's got to go back home.
It's possible I'll be back later,
hotel.
but I wouldn't count on it. Usually these things are like in a
Alright,
couple
does
hours.
this suit fit somebody else?
Nope.
Okay, so we're there.
You're
At
there.
the gambling hall, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
What time is it? Like this isn't. Are they operating?
It's like afternoon time-ish.
Seems early. But I guess we're not really here to gamble anyway, so yeah, like, can we go in and
we
see
are
if
a
anybody's
little
there?
bit, potentially.
It looks like there's a closed sign on the door at the moment.
Well, then I guess we're waiting.
Okay. An hour or two later, like the door has a
But
window.
we wander around.
Oh, you wander
don't
around? You're
stand
not just
up.
waiting right there? Okay.
No, waiting
You're
out
wandering
front
around.
is like incredibly suspicious.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a D100. Trasa sees a lady off in like the corner of an alley, like that set up a table, and there's a fortunes for sale sign.
Oh, that's probably nonsense.
No, I want to go take a look at it. I want to see if I'll win. I want her to tell me if I'll win at gambling.
Oh, okay.
I mean, totally legal not gambling.
Sure. I don't know. Maybe she can cast divination magic. It's pretty unlikely, but maybe. I don't know.
I mean, I went without seeing magic for theoretically my entire life until like a month ago.
Yeah. No, I'll tell you. Yeah, go ahead and do that, and I'll just stand back and watch, and I'll cast detect magic.
Okay, I'd like to approach the fortune teller.
Just concentrate on detect magic and watch kind of from down the street.
She says, "Greetings. What brings you to my humble table?"
Well, I'm trying to decide if I should head over to Greg's tonight. Can you give me some advice? Will I strike it rich if I go?
Well,
Y'all do those things with the cards or something like that, right? That's what you people do?
that's correct. But you don't need to pay my services for me to say that I don't think it's wise to go by and risk your fortunes at Greg.
Well, yeah, but you know, we all gotta dream a little, right? If I go there, would I strike it? Even if I don't strike it rich, would I lose everything? Would I win everything? Come on, you could tell me that, right?
Perhaps. And she gets out a deck of gilded cards and she starts shuffling them.
Those look really fancy. You're not afraid of damaging all that gold? I like kind of
No.
move to get a better look at the cards.
Sure. I have a picture for
I
this.
detect magic from 60 feet back.
Okay.
I've just been concentrating on it this whole time.
Okay, you're concentrating on the detect magics.
Yeah. Just remember that.
Just remember that, okay. You can see the cards?
Too bad you can't detect supernatural
Where?
shit.
They should appear on your Roll20 in the bottom right.
Oh no! Oh no! No, I don't see them, but don't bring the cards! No!
No, I don't
You'll
see
never
them.
be rid of them! They're...
Oh, I know
Yeah,
how
no,
to
no,
get
I
rid of
remember
the
the
cards.
trigger.
Like I can show and hide.
I don't actually see
You-
any of the cards.
You don't actually see them?
Yeah, me neither.
Mm-mm.
What about if... Okay, she asks if you'd like to draw from the deck.
Uh, wait, am I supposed to do that? Or do you do that?
I can do that.
Well, I just don't know. I've never done it before. Is it like a choose your own destiny sort of thing? Or is it a, no, I'll look into your future sort of thing?
A little bit of both.
Alright, so how about this? How many cards are getting drawn?
That's the part where you choose your own destiny.
Oh, well, I was gonna say we could split it 50-50.
You're asking for me to tell your future.
That's true, so I guess you need to do the drawing.
Right. How many cards are you going to draw?
I am the worst customer. I think partially it's because I have no idea how this works out of character. When in
No.
theory,
Like,
maybe
I
know
am
something in
asking you
character.
because out of character, I'm saying I'm the one who draws the cards for you.
Oh, I thought I did not realize this was out. So I thought she was saying, okay, do you choose the number of cards? Or I did not realize that was an out of
I have
question.
right here, deal blinking number of cards to, like, Dan.
Oh, okay. So I will choose to be less obnoxious about this whole thing now that I realize that was an out of character question.
Sorry, I didn't make that clear either.
4 cards then. That should give me some relatively specific insight, I think.
Can you see the cards above your,
I can.
Okay, there we go.
So I click on these. Is that how I flip them over? Do I just...
I'm not exactly sure. I mean,
okay.
I set it so that I can see your cards.
Okay, I clicked on them, but now I see them.
Oh, you see them now, okay.
Oh, this looks like a... Okay, I already knew to stay away from dice, but it looks like I need to stay away from everything. This one has a lot of swords in my back. And then there's a lot of blood on all of these. Alright, got it. I'll take your original advice. I won't go anywhere near there. And thank you, miss. I didn't catch your name.
Quick, pull the random name generator. Do you want? I have good links for these, Mantis. Let me know if you need one.
The people around here call me the Oracle.
Well, that's a very fancy title that suits you quite well. Thank you for your time, Miss Oracle.
I have not yet told you of your future, which I have foreseen in the cards.
Oh, I thought you were telling me to look at the cards. My mistake. I thought this was a different kind of version of fortune telling.
And
Yeah.
she lays out the cards in a particular order. I see that in your future, there will be someone who you consider a friend, and they will turn against you, perhaps stab you in the back in some way or form. You will also lose something that you consider to be valuable and precious. But through your cunning and good fortune, you'll be able to avoid some of this and perhaps get back that which you find precious. But you won't be the same coming out of it at the end. Give me a second. I need to make a note of some things. It's talking about your future.
Yeah, talking about my future. But, that worries me a lot in character, especially because I'm not really sure what I would consider super precious at the moment. I don't know how much I think she's actually a phony. I'm not sure how much I think she's an actual phony because I've seen legitimate magic happen a couple times now.
Yeah.
So now I'm like spooked that everything is magic and I'm the only one who doesn't really know much about it.
You're a tourist to the magic.
And, let's see. Trasa briefly,
Detects magic.
detects magic on the cards, and then a little bit of a lingering aura around Jane. But it's very faint and minor.
Okay. Well, if I had Knowledge Arcana, I'd roll that right now. But I don't have Knowledge Arcana, so I have no idea.
Haha! You thought you were so grand. No.
But I did detect magic, so I know that
That's true.
maybe she's telling the truth about whatever bullshit she told that I didn't hear. That's too far away, but
But that also suggests that some people are getting away with it.
Right.
Which also brings me to, like, she
so
knew
I'll wait.
not to
I'll
go
wait
to
till Jade
Greg's.
gets back.
Well, she knew
And
not
then
to go to Greg's in the first place because it's a bad idea to attempt to gamble against the house. Like, that was common sense.
Well,
Oh, wait, hold on. We know that there was magic involved here somewhere.
Yes.
not immediate. Well, we're gonna
So-
get
Well, I
told
don't
this
yet.
later. We don't know this, but afterwards we'll be probably informed.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'll tell when after Jane comes back, I'll just be like, yeah, she definitely was using some sort of magic, but
Yeah, we might not be done yet here.
yeah, I couldn't tell.
So
but-
then why
but
don't
yeah,
we
so-
ask her where the people who use magic go?
But see, like it was coming for the cards, so she might not necessarily know that. Like she might have just stumbled upon something else that somebody else made. I don't know. I'm not sure if she made it herself.
Is there more to your fortune, or?
I thank her very much for her time, but I walk away kind of worried, muttering
And
about.
she says,
like,
yes, it looks like you have quite the adventure laid out in front of you.
Well, I believe that. I am a long way from home, after all.
Indeed.
Probably a long way from home, after all.
Oh, I forgot. I have a picture for this character.
Whoa.
Here's the oracle.
Oh, okay.
I'm the oracle.
Alright.
That means there's two oracles. What? What in tarnation?
Oh no!
What?
What incarnation? Two Shens?
Oh, tarnation. Carnation's a flower.
Carnation,
Something,
right?
right?
Like instant breakfast.
Two Aisha Foxgloves?
Yeah.
What?
Okay. Well, then, yeah, if you leave and then tell us about
Oh,
it.
I turn around briefly afterwards. I say, oh, right. I almost forgot about money. How much do I owe you?
Oh, good child. You don't owe me anything for this. And she smiles
You're gonna
Spooky.
and
save the
shuffles her
world.
cards.
I'm a little spooked, but I'm really starting to feel the nah. Everyone around me is magical, and I'm the only one who didn't know about it.
Yeah, well.
I go tell Trassa about what the fortune said,
Okay.
and Rhea, assuming Rhea's also there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll
trust her.
tell
Yeah,
you
Rhea's
that I will tell you that it definitely seemed like she had some sort of magic on those cards, but so maybe there's something to it, but I don't really know. It didn't look like there was any visible magic going on, but I definitely detected magic on it. There was definitely.
Oh no, how do I get rid of the cards?
Why don't you?
I told you. I warned you about cards, but you wouldn't listen.
No, you didn't.
You tried to steal all the cards from me. Now the cards are of your portrait. And now
Okay,
they're
here
on
we
the
go.
table.
Oh no! No!
Can we try and find
I
her?
got
then,
rid
if
of the
she
cards.
knows-
The cards are gone.
If she's using magic,
Oh,
then maybe we can
okay.
ask her to help us find the school that Chukria was from.
What? I mean, you go. She's still there. You can go talk to her. We're like whispering about this. Actually, we probably moved a little bit further away.
You moved a little
we-
bit
can we
further
st-
away.
But I mean, assume we can still see her there.
We can certainly ask her
Be like,
who
well, I mean-
would write.
Yeah, you can go
this
talk to her
little
if you
note.
want.
Just say like, "Hey, I received this note. Do you know what who this is?"
Sure.
I mean, if one of you guys don't go in, I'll go in for you.
I'm gonna be busy
We
being a
both
little
go in.
spooked. The fact that she used magic and then said that, actually, can I retroactively sense motive on whether I think she was lying to me at all?
Sure.
My
You can
gut
believe
was
what
to
you
believe
want.
her.
She seemed
Okay.
mysterious, and like
Yeah, she seemed believable.
she seemed very mysterious.
Very mysterious. I'm not sure if that's mysterious. It's kind of comical. For me, at least.
Okay, so are we both gonna go ask her about the letter we got and where we could find the school?
You can. I don't think you want me to go, but if you do want me to go, I'll go.
Okay. I'll go by myself.
She has another customer.
I don't know about that.
Greeting.
No, I greet her and I pull out the letter and I ask her, do you know what this is? And I splay it out so that it is easily readable.
It seems to be a warning of sort.
And I say yes, and me and the others who receive this are new here. And we didn't know that this was something we could get in trouble for. We're looking for a place that would teach people.
Indeed. Perhaps you would also like your fortune read.
I say if it'll help me find if it'll help me find the answers I'm seeking, then yes.
Do it. It's free.
She hands the deck out.
Unless you're
after
not
it's
the
only
hero.
free for Jane.
you to draw.
Okay, Jane's only the hero. Okay.
Yeah, I'm the only hero in the story, apparently. Rip, guys.
Everyone else gotta pay money.
Alright, so what do I do?
How many cards are you drawing?
This is purely my my choice of how many cards.
No,
this
you're
is
destined to
purely
pick a
your
certain
choice
number.
Of how many cards? A number that
You
can
think you have a
count on two
choice,
hands,
but you
please.
don't.
We'll do 3.
3. Okay.
That's weird. See, this is probably why Rhea shouldn't go, because she'd be like
3 is a good
Throwing a
number.
fit already.
Okay, the Vizier, the Fool, and the Balance. I ask her what these mean.
The dilemma you're facing right now will become clear soon. It will make itself known to you. You will be set back in a trouble that you are trying to overcome. And you will try as you might, but you won't be able to overcome it. And it will change you in your struggles.
Okay, so it was I'll I'll meet something that has something to do with what I'm looking for, but get set back, and then it's what was that last part?
You're gonna fail at your
You
struggles, but
will
learn
be
from them
changed
and get changed.
as you go through your struggles.
Okay. All right. He'd nod.
Well, if it's gonna come to you, let's provoke it to come faster. Tomorrow, after the casino.
And if you can put those cards out on the table by, like, dragging them, then I can delete them. Or I can steal them from you.
There you go.
Does anybody else want their fortunes read?
No. Unless you want a table
Nah, I'm
flipped. It's probably best Rhea doesn't go in there.
To like take offense to it.
Yeah, something will get her. I'm sure of it. She's your, like, typical problem teenager. Rebelling, anarchy, punk rock. Woo! Rock and roll.
That was a whole lot of terms.
Party. Isn't that what they're all about, though?
We are constantly in a state of being in a party.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, come back, and I tell the others that it wasn't much of a direct answer that I got, but I give them the gist of what my fortune was.
Okay. Well then. Is
I
that
suppose
casino
we
open
should,
yet? We'll go eat.
yeah,
and then
check out
go
the
check
casino when
it.
it's open.
Yeah. Maybe you guys
It's been
should...
a little bit of time, and it looks like the sign has been changed to open now, as the sun is lower in the sky, as it's in October, and the days are shorter than the nights.
Ah. Yeah? Okay.
Okay, well, let's go in.
I'll go in, but I'm definitely not gambling after that ominous nonsense.
I'm not gambling either. But I'm going to mingle away from the party, but I'm gonna mingle with people that might be there. Just regular, everyday mingle.
Okay. So are you at the like pub section of the place,
Sure, yeah.
mingling with people
Yeah,
if you're not playing?
she just wants people to get comfortable with her presence there before like anything happens, you know. So she just wants to act like a normal individual, and she doesn't want to like be crowded with her party because then she would be instantly associated with anything that they might do, you know. So she's just
Yeah, sure. Okay,
Yeah.
you're at the bar by yourself.
yeah, but
And,
being somewhat observant and charming.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a perception roll, since
Yeah.
you're being observant.
And then here's my charm.
Sure thing.
It's basically my charisma because I don't have points in there, but yeah.
And there is a gruff lady at the bar who says, "What can I get you, honey?"
Water and chips.
So she gets you some water and she gets you some French fries.
Yeah, I was gonna say, aren't fries chips in Britain?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you see a very, very hairy, bearded fella off at the gambling table on the side that looks like it's where the house would be.
Alright.
Maybe that's Greg. I'll observe my allies if they so
Probably.
choose to approach him from a distance. I'll
Mhm.
also be ready to like cast detect magic, so I'm gonna try to be like at least within 60 feet if my allies like move up, and I want to be able to.
Yeah, sure. The table's about 30 feet away from the
Okay.
bar at the moment.
Yeah, so if I see like some things going on and whatnot, then I'll consider trying to stealthily detect magic.
Okay.
What do you guys
So
do?
you're observing the gambling table from the bar while eating some chips.
Yeah.
And there
Alright,
aren't
well,
a whole lot of patrons who are gambling at the moment. Does anybody in the party want to go up and gamble some?
I'll start gambling around a little bit with small bets, like a silver piece at a time, but not at Greg's table, and I'll slowly start working my way there.
Okay,
I'm
there's
gonna follow
only-
you around and just kind of watch how you do it.
There's
My goal is to like eventually get to his table and start gambling and trying to gather information about um a hopefully a magic school.
there's two tables here. One of them's roulettes and one of them's craps. And they're sort of right next to each other, and Greg's running both of them.
So that wait, there's only two tables.
There's two tables manned by one
This is kind of
person.
like underground, right? Like casino. It's not like a
That
hey,
doesn't
this
seem
is a
underground.
casino, right?
Metaphorically underground.
It's metaphorically underground.
Really? It seemed like it was pretty like obvious.
No, we just kept. I think we were just.
In name, it's a Business and Management Solutions Incorporated
Right, the
establishment.
signs. Yeah.
Mhm.
Plus, he kept talking
Alright,
about
fine.
Greg as he knows him personally, and like you don't typically know a casino that had multiple tables. You wouldn't typically know them personally, I don't think. Or maybe you would. I don't know.
Alright, well then I guess I'll just go right to one of those tables then and start gambling and slowly working in an inquiry of trying to figure out if he knows anything about magic
Okay,
and
give
if
me
there's any magical school.
a profession gambling check.
I don't have that.
Give me your wisdom score. And roll it twice, please. Oh no. You lose a couple of silver at the roulette table. You keep betting on black, but it's turning out red each time.
That's fine, I guess. Does he start talking to me about stuff?
Like, it's good to see new faces in here. Usually it's the same old, same old. Where are y'all from?
I tell him
Whereabouts
that
are y'all
we're
from?
not from here.
Okay.
We came in on a boat.
Welcome to my establishment. I'm glad you have a place to enjoy yourselves.
I nod and I say
Molly,
it's been difficult
get this
to
guy
find
a drink
place.
on the house. What do you want?
Scotch on the rocks.
Better have ice.
Molly, he wants a scotch with ice. And the gruff bartender, whatever, comes up and brings you your drink.
Alright, I accept it. And I'll keep gambling and working in, yeah, like I'm looking for you know, I guess a Russian. He totes himself as a doctor. I
I
can't
don't know
seem
any
to find the
Russians
name
here about.
Chukriev here.
But I have heard there's some odd things going on about town. Heard there's been some murders. Be careful if I was you.
Yes, I suppose there have. But I mean, I'll be careful about these murders and serial killers. I'm just really really need to find this guy. I have
Do we
a
though?
condition. Listen, this right now is the goal, or like the only motivation for this character.
I'm so confused at this point because I feel like this bait keeps getting thrown out to us, but yeah, we're like obsessed with like finding this school, and I'm sitting here thinking like, do we even need to be doing that? Like, I don't even know right now like what we need to be doing.
I don't know. I'm just throwing like bits and pieces of bait at you guys and see what you tag on to.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if we're even tagging on to anything. I don't know.
Well, you're here at this gambling place.
That's true.
There's something.
Sure. Okay.
Well, I mean, I have to assume. I'm just like I'm trying to move the story forward.
Yeah, I know we're not looking for the dude, so like asking for the dude specifically is probably not going to get us any results because like he's
Well,
not
unless
even
I
here.
can find someone to just straight up ask, is there any famous magicking school around? Because if we find any magicking school, we can probably ask them what they know
Well,
about anything like weird that we've been experiencing. Because we are in a situation where we know we've died and we've just kind of come back to one place. Like I think that's the problem, right? That we're trying to figure out what's going on.
okay, but the question is like,
Right.
why do we
We
need
don't
to
actually
find this
know,
school?
Because that's the only lead we
Because
have.
there's a lot of.
So, I think we went over this
here-
last time. No, go ahead.
Right, but it still feels
like
like I don't
my
know.
take on it. My take on it is that there's this weird, mysterious phenomena occurring that we know of. And we saw some crazy stuff happening back at the asylum.
Uh-huh.
And we need answers to it. Because there's a lot of unsolved, okay, why is there an asylum there in the first place? Is somebody able to take care of, to get rid of this guy who's torturing other people? And can we find an answer to why we're, like, going back in time? And who better to know about that than people who actually interact with magic every day?
I mean, I guess, yes.
The other thing is, in
that
character, we would
help.
probably, I don't know, like, I kind of feel like we almost might think that maybe it has something to do with, like, we don't know that the doctor has basically probably nothing to do with the time loops. It's the only thing we've interacted with.
Yeah, he
Well, the
probably. Yeah,
doctor
he
we're
is the only
asking
thing we've
about's the
interacted.
one that is, like, killing us, right?
Yeah.
Well, who was?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, so far as we know, we're outside of his grasp.
Yeah, we've
Yeah, we might
died
even
to him
think that
several
we've-
times in a couple of those loops, though.
Yeah. In fact, I think that's basically the only thing that's, except for the fire, that's the only other time we died to something else.
So we're
Yeah,
thinking
fire
that
was
if
totally
we
not
find...
his fault. It was totally his fault.
So we're thinking that if we find this school that he supposedly graduated from or learned
any
magic from...
school.
What tipped us off that a school was involved with his...
He had a
ability?
letter to it.
Okay.
He had.
There's
Well,
correspondence.
he had a journal.
And the
That,
journal
like
doesn't
a
say
diary.
anywhere in it what the school's name is or its location.
Not the location, but can I roll to remember what the name was if it showed up?
You already did so.
Oh, that's right. I did already do that. You're right. No, I just don't remember. It was definitely in there, though.
We don't have the journal. We didn't yoink it.
No, we died.
You did not.
Oh, you saw it at a different time. Okay.
Yeah.
And so we're thinking
You lit
that
it
if
on
we
fire,
find these magic users, we can maybe start pursuing and researching what's going on.
Yeah, like maybe we can tell them like kind of what's going on, and if this is like something they could inform us about. Because I think like the overarching goal is for us to understand that there is a time loop, so that we can figure out how to fix it. But right now our characters are unaware of exactly what's happening, so we need to find somebody or some stimulus to tell us that it is happening.
Well, I know stimulus is being thrown at us. I think that we might be tunnel visioning, and that's why, like, I'm a little confused as a player right now. Rhea will just go along with whatever, but as a player, I feel like I feel like we're tunnel visioning.
Yeah, we're just
and
latching
not
on to the
seeing
only
other
thing we have.
things. Yeah, but he's
Well, I mean,
mentioned
what
these
else?
murders twice now. I think is why I'm suddenly erupting, because it's like...
Okay, but why would we care about the murders?
Yeah,
at
like
this point?
exactly.
Why
I
does that matter?
understand that, and I'm sure
Yeah.
that it has something interesting for us or something interesting to do with it, but I'm not sure like my character is interested in this.
Because we're not playing. That's the thing. We're not just playing their typical adventurers who wander a
Right,
town.
right.
We're like, aha!
Yeah, we're not adventurers.
That sounds like a quest. So like, it's a little bit. Yeah, like
I guess, yeah.
So you-
maybe that's why you guys. Yeah, I don't know. I
Yeah,
just,
so that just not even on my radar at all.
I'm just, I feel lost. So, anyways, yeah.
Oh, you're not the only one.
Okay, all right.
No, I think
Carry
we
on.
all feel lost. It's just that we have this one direction goal sort of thing right
Okay.
now.
Well, so I've been really out of it this game. These are normally the type of sessions I like, but
Oh.
I'm just like worn out.
It's okay.
Alright.
People have off days.
Yeah. But yeah, did I miss? Are we wrapping up here or something? Is that what's going
I
on?
think they
or-
were
No,
still
no.
talking.
Oh, okay.
They were still It's just you guys had like an out of character moment where you're like,
Yeah, I
what
think I
are we
missed the
doing
start of
about
that
the
'cause I got up.
things?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got up for a second and came back, and I was entered the end of that discussion.
I just need to
But
screw
I do
my
actually have
head
to go
back
soon,
on.
so.
But yeah. It got unraveled there a little bit.
Fair enough.
Let's go for a little bit longer at least like a half
Okay.
hour longer, okay? Is that okay, Plutes?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So you keep gambling and you keep losing some money, and this guy's buying you some more drinks. And it seems like you keep betting on the 50-50 chance, but it seems like you're always losing this 50-50 chance. Like more than 50% of the time.
But are you losing more than it would cost to drink?
If I start noticing him losing a
Yes.
lot, I'm gonna do what I prepared to do. So I'll try to sleight of hand and cast detect magic. Like when
Sure.
the dice is in action. Since I know the dice is in
And
question.
you guys aren't detecting any magic.
Okay.
Can I try and spot just regular sleight of hand, which is what I suspected it was?
Sure, go ahead.
Since you're
Well, I
closer, you'll
originally
probably
suspected
notice
it was until... Well, I originally suspected it was that until I started thinking that everyone around me was secretly magic this whole time.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. To me, his story sounded like, oh, you went to a casino. You know?
Yeah.
I'm lucky you ever win, you know? That's not how those
Right.
work.
And yeah, it
Perception. I
does
was
seem
looking for
like
spot.
Liam is losing more than what his beverages would cost.
Well, that's awfully unfortunate.
Aw.
I mean, that's expected, though.
You a broke bastard. Looks
If
like
you
we
aren't
need to street
spending
perform
more
better.
than, like, what you're drinking, then, yeah, then they're messing up.
And, like, you don't think there's any sleight of hand going on. Like, he's playing at the roulette table and right now, and when he goes to the crap table, like, Liam's the one who's rolling the dice.
Uh-huh.
So it's not something that Greg seems to be doing.
If
You do notice that Greg does seem to have a rabbit's foot necklace on, like a chain with a rabbit's foot tied to it.
all or nothing.
I keep
Bang
wanting
it
to
up.
say I don't believe in that mumbo jumbo, but I already know that I have to believe in the mumbo jumbo.
Oh, wait. Sorry. I made a mistake. There is a magical aura,
Aha!
and it's coming from the rabbit's foot.
Aha! What school? Ah, shit, I don't know.
You are unsure. But it is a very faint magical aura.
Now, he said that that was his rabbit's foot, and then Greg made him bid it, or he chose to bid it, or I don't know.
He chose to bid it. He
Okay.
said he would give him 3 times his bet if he put in the
Okay.
rabbit's foot along with his bet.
And he also did seem like he was doing like good up until that point. So, okay. If you like get up to get a drink or go to the bathroom or anything at any point, Rhea will approach you.
I'll go ahead and get up to go get a drink because I'm not being entertained by Liam losing over and over again.
Yeah. And I'll pass along that there's something about that rabbit's foot that's giving him I don't know, rabbits. They're for luck, right? So, but it's definitely doing magic.
And a little bit later, Greg gets up and he says, "Give me a second. I gotta get some food for Pooch."
Pooch.
All right.
Oh, don't tell me he has a dog familiar.
And he goes up and he
Oh, who knows?
gets some dog. He comes back with a bowl of food and a bowl of water, and he puts it down under the table. And you hear the sound of like a cage opening and shutting, and you hear some and some like.
Oh, gross. No, no. Do not need dog eating food ASMR. No.
Oh, that was kind of great.
Gross. Okay.
So you hear that, much to Secret's discontent.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll tell you that, and so don't really know what to do about that, but magic
Yeah, so I
confirmed.
let
But I
Liam
doubt this
know.
guy knows anything about a school of magic, honestly.
Yeah, I doubt it as well. But you know what? Here's my take on the events that happened. Dude at the bar was winning, right? He was winning a whole lot, and maybe, maybe for the most part, magic's not involved in this place. Like, it doesn't have to. The house is going to win the majority of the time anyway. But he sees that there's this rabbit's foot that's actually magical, and it's dipping into his winnings or earnings or however you want to think about it. And so he says, "Hey, you know what? I'll triple your bet if you if you put the rabbit's foot in, right?" So as soon as the rabbit's foot is off and in the pot, he only has to use magic
I doubt
once.
he's gonna do that, though. And he's gonna question why you're bringing that up, why you want it in the pot.
No, because I'm saying this is what happened before, not what
yeah.
we should do.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, huh?
So I'm saying I bet he's related to magic because he targeted the rabbit's foot for being magic.
I mean, he might have recognized that it's magical because the other guy didn't seem to recognize that, or at least was doing really good at making that obvious. So why would he want it? Why did he ask for it? Yeah. Well, wasn't Liam like? Well, you were dropping names, but you haven't like brought up the magic word yet, have you?
No, I haven't said magic explicitly.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get information indirectly.
Okay. Now we do know the name of that school because somebody mentioned that it was in the journal. So if you can bring that name, the name of the school up.
But
Yeah, the problem is I rolled to remember the name since I only got to read it before the fire, and I did not remember the name. I remember that the name was mentioned, but I don't remember the name.
Okay, I gotcha on that. All right, yeah. So no, we can't bring that up then. Well, I don't know, Liam. If you take a break or not, we can probably relay the message to you about the rabbit's foot. But we probably don't want to tell you while you're sitting in front of them.
all right, well, I mean, if it's been a while and it seems like you guys are.
Yeah, you've lost like a couple gold worth of
Yeah, that's
silver
fine.
pieces.
I'll show you some signals, to like, yeah, come here.
And like you've gained a
The-
silver piece back here and there, like through some luck, but you feel like
Let's
you're
see.
like really unlucky.
I'm not going to give you a signal. I'm going to say, maybe you need to quit while you're behind.
Oh, I mean, sure. He's not a gambler. He didn't expect to make money here. He's actually expecting to get information, but seems like that was a bust too, so unfortunate.
You gambled on the information, and you say you weren't a gambler.
Well,
Yeah.
Terrible.
I was gonna see like, oh, maybe there's an opportunity to hit Embrace Destiny, and if I bank like an 18 or a 20 or something, like boom, I
You could
see
try
into the
that.
future, and I don't know. I'm not trying to win the money. If it seemed like the conversation was going in the direction I wanted to, I might. But yeah, if the others look like they're calling me over, then I'll thank him for uh, operating this for me, and I'll go
well,
join.
we're gonna probably encourage you to go back and see. Actually, I don't even know how to approach the rabbit's foot situation. But you can certainly maybe point it out and be like, do you know what it does? And then, like, kind of make it obvious that you know about magic. And then. But yeah, again, I don't think this guy is going to know anything about a school or magic.
Mm.
Maybe
we-
Greg is the big bad evil guy all along.
I hope so.
Maybe. Careful what you say to him then, jeez.
Better be
I don't know.
careful.
It's something interesting.
But yeah, if you come and join us, then Rhea will excitedly tell you that something about that rabbit's foot. It's magical. I don't know what it does, but it's definitely doing
Well,
work.
Are you guys? You're not gonna try to take it, are you?
I don't know. Do you want me to take it?
No, I
shrug.
don't think trying to take it's smart exactly. I think it's about as risky as doing the magic show again.
The magic show's not risky. Well, I don't know what treason means to who. The results of treason can be different to different people. I don't know. They're gonna burn us at the stake? Because that doesn't sound exciting. I guess I can cross that off on the ways that I can die.
Uh. Yep. So, do you go back and approach and inquire about the rabbit's foot?
Nah, I don't know.
Oh, that's
Well, I
what
mean,
I'm asking.
we're not gonna take it, I guess. So
I think Jacob said he was going to try and win it back. But Jacob's
Well,
off
he's
in
That's
not
his
true,
here.
but
hotel
Jacob's
room.
gone.
We can always come back another day when Jacob's here.
That's true.
Sure,
I
that
mean,
can
maybe
be his
even-
plot hook.
Maybe even the same day when he comes back from.
Oh, we
Checking
are
an
here
arcane
really
mark.
early, aren't we? Well, it's been a couple. It's at least been a little while.
We're here. It's not
Yeah,
really
it's
early
been
in
a
the
little
day,
while.
He's
but
played
it's
a number
early
of
in
rounds,
the.
yeah.
Yeah, but we came here like pretty much right when it opened. So I mean,
Yeah.
but yeah, it'd probably make more sense to come back the next day. I suppose. Be kind of weird that we left and then came back. I suppose. I mean, yeah.
Maybe when we get back,
It wouldn't be
Jacob's
weird
murdered.
it wouldn't be weird if one of the people was if the person who was gambling was drunk and the other person who was following them was significantly less drunk.
What?
Well, think about it this way. Let's say one person is losing a bunch of money, then someone gets drunk and says, "Oh, I could do better," and he's like, "No, no, 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 you can't." And then he's like, "Oh yeah, well, watch me." So one person heads over there, and the less drunk person follows them because they don't want them to lose all their money.
Oh, okay. Was that the plan?
No, I was just trying to think of a way that would be worthwhile to come back.
Oh,
Well, I
okay.
mean, it's a gambling hall when you want to win. That's why people come back.
But it does seem strange that on like 50% odds that like you're fairly smart and wise, Liam. On 50% odds, uh you've been only winning about 25% of the time.
Well, I mean, these places definitely aren't 50% odd.
Right. But like a roulette table, if you're gambling on like black all the time, like there's one square that's not black, or that's not black or red on the like roulette wheel. So that's like 49 or 48% odds, but
It's
you're
hard.
getting more like 24.
It's hard to keep returning customers if they never win.
Oh,
So,
yeah, I know.
I wonder how this place even operates. Or will continue operating now that he has that Lucky's Foot, because he didn't have it before.
Well, I mean, giving away drinks also helps a lot. As long as it's not enough that they're losing money.
Yeah.
And yeah, you wager that if you were paying for these drinks at another place, like just with the money you lost on gambling, you're probably paying double.
Well, yeah, that's why they
Of
that's
what
why they
you.
give you free drinks.
Yeah.
But at any rate, all right. So, uh, since it seems like the rabbit's foot thing is more of Zerdurium's character's thing, where do we go from here?
Murders.
All
Or you
right.
can make your way back and be like, Jacob, you need to come help us.
Yeah, I think that's a reasonable thing to do, to be honest.
Which, the murders or telling Jacob to go after that rabbit's foot?
Like, the rabbit's foot is his sort of thing, but
Yeah. We'll at least go back and tell him about it now. But,
I suppose the fortunes would sort of support this. That lady's fortune was very vague and simply said that what we were looking for would happen to us. So if we want to start looking into these murders, we can.
well, I don't know if we should look into the murders, but we're gonna be in town for a week, and people are getting killed rapidly in town. So we'd at least want to, like, be on the lookout. However, you guys are male. Except for
What?
Chaucer and me.
Most of them aren't.
No, most of this party is female.
Wait. Huh? Oh, and Jane.
yeah.
Jacob's the only other male character aside from me.
Mhm.
Oh, so we have Rhea, Jane, and Trassa.
Okay, yeah, so I guess most of us are female then. Right, so most of us are female. But we're not working women, but we're new to town. I don't know. Still, got something to worry about.
If you're worried about your well-being, then you have we're all together. I doubt
Right.
that whoever this serial murderer is would go after you. And we even though we don't know who the serial murderer is or who we're dealing with, uh, We've dealt with people that have lethal intent before, and it seems that we possess an edge over others, being,
That's fair.
our
As long
magic.
as they're not Igor.
Okay.
I think together, if we were working together, we could overpower Igor. But
I think you might
enough
be
of the
right.
music.
Then this
Igor
town
is
should
scary,
deal with
man.
their own problem. We're gonna save the world. I think. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Give me a percentile.
A percentage?
Whatever. Yeah, a D100.
Okay, I'll roll it.
Oh, that's pretty high. Let me take a look. Okay. So you're making your way back to the hotel. And, Liam, you've had a bit to drink, and a bit more than you're used to. And you end up feeling sick. And you throw up, you go off into an alleyway, and you hurl out some of the alcohol that was in your system. And after you throw up, you feel a lot better, as you do when you've drank too much. And when you look up, you notice that the bricks on the wall, they're not lining up. It looks like something's off.
I push the brick that looks like it's off.
No, there's a section of the wall. You know, when you're tiling JPEGs on a image editor. It looks like one of the tiled things is one of the tiles is misplaced. Of the section of bricks. There's a seam that doesn't look natural.
Okay. I tell the others about it.
What can be done?
And I
Hold
don't
on.
know.
Are
Detect
you
if
sure
it's
you're
magic.
just hallucinating? I want to see if he's not
No,
just
when
hallucinating.
he brings you to come look at it, and you see this too. It's not super obvious from afar, but he got kind of personal next to the wall, he was leaning up against it. And when he points it out to you, you notice.
I'll stare at it a little bit, I guess. Do I think it can move? What if I put my hand on it?
So when you put your hand on it, you actually feel the wall as it should be normally. You're tracing your hand along this offset thing, but it doesn't actually feel like it. It feels like what you're seeing and what your hand are feeling aren't lining up.
I'm gonna get all heebie-jeebied and say, okay, look at it with your magic eyes or whatever you do with it, because that does not feel right. That's not brick.
Is
Well,
it?
it felt like brick. It just
Oh, it
didn't
felt like brick.
there was a little bit of disconnect between what you were seeing and what you were feeling.
Is there
It
anybody
was
around
offset a little
Okay.
bit.
outside? Anybody in the streets looking?
No,
at us?
you're alone in this alley at the
I
moment.
cast detect magic.
Ah, you detect some magic.
What school?
Illusion.
Illusion. Faint or strong?
I believe this is moderate.
You found an illusion. Magic. I bet there's a door behind that wall. That illusion of a wall. All you have to do
We could
is
try going
believe.
past.
She doesn't know if that's true for the spell, but that's what she's gonna tell everybody. Believe.
Okay, I'll try and push for do I think there's a space or it just doesn't line up?
Like, it looks like there is a 10-foot section that's like you can see the corners around it that don't quite line up. So it might be hiding something in that 10-foot section.
I'm gonna try and push my hand into it to feel for a crevice or something hidden in there.
Go ahead and give me a perception check. Okay, so since you know where you're looking, you do so. Well, sort of. You're going through this 10-foot by 10-foot space, and you don't feel a door or anything, but you feel an area where you put your hand through it, and it feels like there's this fuzzy, not actually fuzzy, but ethereal spot where the brick just fades out of existence, and then it's you can sort of put your hand through some of the brick, and you think that you might be able to go through there.
I say, I let them know, and I'm gonna try and stick my foot in there.
And it's not a super big opening, but you think you can go in there sideways. You're feeling
Okay, that's
around
what I
the
was
entire
imagining.
opening.
And you're just like,
I say,
magic everywhere. God damn it.
I'm sort of exasperated about this whole thing. If there's a Mage Slayer thing that I could do, I need to be doing that.
Mage Bane.
Yeah, something.
It is very peculiar.
And yeah, you can put your foot through, and you can bring it back out if you'd like.
No, I'm gonna try and
So
squeeze in there, I guess.
And we see this happening, right?
Yeah,
we
yeah,
know that he's making progress.
yeah, you know that Jane's making her way through the wall.
Okay, I encourage
and
Jane to try and to
you're
keep
going
going.
in there sideways, and
Yeah.
you feel something very strange. It feels like the entire world just sort of flips as you're going through here. It feels like you're upside down. And when you get out on the other side, you're still outside, but the sky is really dark, but the area around it seems all of the colors just seem off. They don't seem quite normal or natural. And
Can I
you can
look
see
behind me?
a
Do I
wall that looks
see?
like it was the same building. It looks like you went in and are now you came out of a wall that looks like it's the same wall that you went into, but maybe in reverse.
I can't see the guys behind me.
You can't see the guys behind you. But you can see sort of this crack in this wall, but it's some of it fades out, and it's like glowing a little bit.
Okay, get me back out of here. I don't want to be in here alone.
Okay, you go right back out.
I will do my best to describe the glowing walls and how everything felt really weird. And I hate magic. It's the worst.
Well, we don't know where this goes, but then again, we some of us do possess magic, and this sounds like it's magic, so we should probably see where it goes. Together.
And Jacob's like, "Ah, I found you." He shows up. It's like, "I just got back. Everything's good at the hotel." And we're going to call session here.
Okay. Well, I'll let you all know if I find a feat or something that I can do that makes me better at killing mages.
There is one.
There
Perfect.
are some, and there's actually some rogue talents that allow you to, like,
It looks like I
dispel
don't get any
magic
of
sneak
those.
attacks
on...
and stuff, but
on
there's
the
Yeah, I don't get
cat.
any. No, because I'm Unchained Rogue.
Yeah,
They
no,
still
you can
work
take
for-
those.
Everything
Wait.
from base
Oh.
rogue works with Unchained Rogue.
Not
thought it was
necessarily.
Okay, well...
Everything can
I'll-
be made to work with.
Yeah. I think those things do still exist for Unchained Rogue.
Okay, well... I got a ways to go. But
Yeah,
spellcasters
they're
beware.
like... They're advanced rogue talents, so you need to be like 11th level or something.
Yeah, it'll happen later.
And you need to
Okay.
build towards it.
Yeah, I'll work
But
on
I
that
think you
now.
have time to start building towards it.
Magic
Yeah.
confirmed. Apparently.
Yep.
Magic is horseshit confirmed.
How many other
So,
walls are
Secret, you're-
invisible or what?
Your inspired courage is +2 now, isn't it?
I honestly didn't look, but
'Cause you're
probably.
5?
Yeah, something like that.
I think it is.
Yeah, I don't know. My bardic knowledge is +2. Yeah, it's +2.
Alright, I gotta run.
Alright, take care, everybody.
See y'all in 2 weeks. Yeah,
Yeah.
take care, y'all.
Yep. Okay, so
See ya.
so Secret, Pluto, and Mantis, you're gonna be here for tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because there's a very good chance that you guys finish the last major